Real, honest, low-T care.
If you're the victim of a car crash, take back control of your life. Call Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys at 1-800-747-FREE.
1025 The Bone. Real Raw Radio. WHPT, Sarasota, Tampa, St. Pete. Live from the WeatherTight Windows studio.
My name is Drew. Pronounced with the O.
It's in your face with Drew Garabo.
I'll write it and we'll do it live.
The path of the downed aviator is beset on all sides by the iniquities of the selfish and the tyranny of evil men. Blessed is he who, in the name of camaraderie and duty, shepherd the lost through the valley of darkness. For he is truly his brother's keeper and the finder of lost children. And I will strike down upon thee with great vengeance and furious anger those who attempt to capture and destroy my brother. And you will know my call sign is Sandy 1 when I lay my vengeance upon thee.
Live from the 102.5 The Bone Studios in St. Petersburg, Florida. It's Drew Garabo. Live.
To figure out how to properly start this show with a little bit of kick-ass rock and roll. One word for you, Oasis.
Today's the day that all the world will see. Another sunny afternoon, walking to the sound of my favorite tune. Tomorrow never knows what it doesn't know too soon.
You don't know this album, you don't know rock.
Need a little time to wake up. Need a little time to wake up, wake up. Need a little time to wake up. Need a little time to rest your mind. You know you should, so I guess you might as well.
Come on, Liam, let us know.
What's the story, morning glory? Well, need a little time to wake up.
Gotta get those boys in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Must. Drew Garabo live. I'm a cat named Mo, his co-host. He is out doing things that are absolutely none of your business. Just know that he's not here, and I am not alone. You just heard me hanging out with Diz for the last hour of the Sydney show. I think I got him for a break here. Diz, what's up, brother?
What up, big bro?
Hey, little bro. How you doing?
Doing all right. All right. Appreciate the little wetness.
It's a little bit.
Yeah. Like it.
You heard Liam need a little time to wake up.
Yeah.
Patrick Smith, the attorney Patrick Smith. How are you?
Buddy, the sun is shining. We're sipping a good pour. We're with good friends.
Yes.
Life cannot get better than this.
Maddie, I better not see anything in your hands, girl. What you got in that racetrack cup?
Just a Diet Coke.
Yeah, about
Just her usual vodka.
Flip
That's
the lid, Diz, and flip the lid, Diz, and give it a whiff.
She's looking forward very much to July 28th when she turns.
Soon.
Yeah, right around the corner. Now, you've had a taste, right?
No.
No.
Yep.
Teetotal.
Okay, very nice. Speaking of taste, real quick.
Yeah, buddy.
This is just an aside because this text came in at 3:49. I have my 2 barrels of Binder Stash 10-year Willet coming in. Retail $259.95.
Daddy, you?
The Candy Man.
Ooh.
Corona cigar.
I love how I called
What
it.
did you
Strikes
call him,
again.
Daddy?
No, Diadio.
Oh.
That's his name.
I call
Hey,
him.
yo.
I call him.
I get called Daddy. I don't call
Okay,
Daddy.
good. I'm glad.
And
you called him the Candyman?
well, no. Understand something.
You did.
Everybody calls him the Candyman,
But-
because his bourbon pours and picks are so sweet.
They really are. But he set me
really
up. He tells me the guy's name is Daddy-O. So I go in and say, Mr. Daddy-O. He goes, it's Daddy-O. For like
Mr.
6
Daddy-O.
months, this guy hates my guts.
He didn't hate you.
And
Yeah,
then
he
all of a
probably
sudden, we made amends.
Yeah.
And
He
sold me
didn't
a-
like it.
a great bottle.
Listen, I knew it was Daddy-O, but I like calling him Dad. I
Yeah,
got
he
time
set a
to-
trap for me.
I didn't
He
set
did.
a
He
trap.
set you up.
Yeah.
I didn't
He
set a
set you
trap.
up.
I'm just phonetically lazy.
Uh-huh.
Daddy-O.
Tell Maggie about it. Go tell Maggie how you're phonetically lazy.
Daddy-O is better. Did you hear what I said? Did you?
Yeah, you got two of them.
barrels of, no, I heard 2 barrels, 2 full barrels of Binder Stash 10-year Willet coming in.
I know.
Retail $259.95.
What's he giving it to you for? Can you say?
I'm something like that. You're either all in or you're all out. I'll make. I
Is
will
he
make
at
that work.
$259 for you?
No, that's anybody. No, that's anybody. For
You're pulling the
limited bottles.
You're pulling the trigger on that.
Are you kidding me? Of course.
Okay, I'm just making sure.
Yeah, no, I said to him, I said, I'll make that work.
'Cause if not,
yeah,
you know who to call.
Well, I'm assuming that you might want me to put in a word for you.
Listen, if there's an extra.
Well, I mean, it can't all be spoken for. The barrels ain't even been cracked yet.
And now that he likes me, he's gotten over your crap you said
I
for me.
think, yes. If you're a listening Candyman out at Corona Cigar, by the way, Corona Cigar, one of the best places in the Bay Area to get a nice cigar, and absolutely the best place to get a bottle of bourbon or a pour of bourbon
Preach.
you cannot find anywhere else.
Shout outs to Candy Daddy. What's his name?
Candyman. Listen.
Tommy Diadio.
Sorry. We're all working through this.
Don't be effing around with Candyman, all right?
You're going to ruin it, dude.
You're going to ruin it for a lot of people, Dizzy. A lot of people. What the hell was I going to ask you when I didn't think that Patrick Smith would make it back in time? Oh, on the cruise, and I know you guys have talked about it, but I didn't get a chance here, and I don't want to go backwards as far as
That's what we're doing, but
as
okay.
far as
A ship has sailed.
I heard Calta today saying that yesterday he had to go into the sauna. He went to the gym for the first time and get the alcohol out. I heard Carmen say they weren't going to be doing any more.
Yeah.
Did you? I heard what your cousin did.
He didn't do anything. That was his friend.
Oh,
Not him.
It was his
Yeah,
friend. Okay.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen him puke.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he can handle. Hey, man, I wouldn't say he can handle his liquor. He just doesn't puke from it.
Right.
He'll pass out.
that makes
Yeah.
more sense that it was his friend. Do you feel like you overdrank or
Me personally,
Yeah.
I didn't have the drink package, so no. But I'm not really a drinker like that. Like
I see you with a cocktail. You got a cocktail in your hand now.
But here's the thing. I know when I'm
Even
tipsy.
Maddie laughing at that.
I know when I'm tipsy, and I can tell when it's like getting past
Right,
tipsy.
I got you.
And I'm not the guy that likes to go past tipsy.
You're not.
I'm a smoker.
You're like me. You're not an
Yeah.
overindulger.
Yeah, I'm a
get
social
you.
drinker,
Okay,
so
I get
could
that.
definitely get moments where I get drunk, but it's rare.
I've
so,
seen it.
Yeah.
I've seen it.
Yeah.
Have you seen me drunk?
Yeah. Well,
I don't think you-
downtown takeover.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. You were feeling it. That costume wasn't hiding it, buddy. That
I
costume.
forgot he was there. That's how drunk I was.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was sauced up there, bro.
Yeah,
I was definitely sauced up there. But also,
The Rumpleman.
we know why.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, we understand.
Yes.
Yeah. Some things make you drink more than other things.
Yes.
I understand
Yes.
that.
Oh, I
fully,
forgot. That's
my
right.
friend.
That was
Apex.
fresh.
Yeah,
That was fresh.
Apex. Yeah.
But you, it's a good overall experience on the cruise. Glad you're back and all of that.
I mean, if I get the pleasure of going again next year, I'm gonna try to force them to put me in a room with someone that drinks, because I would get the drink
wait,
package.
who were you in the room
I was first with Tom the Tree Man. He's not a sober guy, but he doesn't really drink.
Right.
Ian's a little more sober,
Ian doesn't really drink at all.
I mean, he drank a
glass
little bit
of
on the
wine
cruise,
right here or there.
and literally his excuse for drinking was like, it's boring. Like, well, not the cruise is boring, but he's
Right.
like, I'm kind of bored. Like,
Right.
I got to occupy the time. Why not have a little drink? Like, Ian,
I gotta be honest with
maybe
you.
2 drinks tops in a day.
I don't know how you go on a cruise and not,
not have a
drink, 'cause
drink,
there's not
yeah.
a whole lot to do if you're not drinking.
Exactly. And that
You
was
know.
his kind of thing. Like, as much as he's like me, he's more of a smoker than drinker.
Right.
I drink a little more than him, obviously, but he was like, he had a couple. But next year, if I get on the cruise, I want the drink package.
I have to be honest with you, and then we've talked about this on the air. There was the one cruise I was invited to.
Oh, I remember that
the
one.
COVID
The COVID cruise.
COVID cruise.
Because you had the jab, too, and a lot of people didn't have it.
I said, do I get a room by myself? And they said no, and I said I'm out.
Yeah. I remember you got grief for that. And JP was talking about that recently.
I got grief for that?
Yeah, you don't remember that? That people are like, oh, maybe it was just Spike giving you crap.
no, I think
and
it
it
was
was just
Spike,
Spike. Now that I think of it.
I must say, let that go.
Yeah, because I think when I was thinking of it, it's like it makes sense. You don't.
I'm
why,
50.
Yeah, why
I'm
would you?
50. I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm way beyond.
And you're
Way
not like
beyond
me.
sharing a room with somebody.
Yeah, like Ian Beckles and me, we shared a room, but like he was in there. Let's say 40% of the time, maybe higher. I was in there 10, maybe.
Right.
To shower, change, and get back out there and sleep.
And I get, and it can be fun. You're hanging with
Yeah.
one of your fellas, one of the boys, and whatever. I am so far beyond.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, if it's an absolute necessity, but you're not telling me on a cruise that you can't get anybody, and that's why I'm being asked to go on because that there's not an empty room.
Yeah.
And if I'm not worthy of spending the discounted rate to get a room by myself, I don't need to be there.
Yeah.
And I'm just, I am so far beyond sharing a room with anybody. I grew up with 3 brothers and 1 sister. We were middle class, but very low middle class. We came out of the projects. Cabrini Green, Chicago. When we moved,
he really loves throwing out that neighborhood.
I can relate to that.
Barely lived in that neighborhood.
Came out of
Throws it
the
around every
projects,
chance
too.
he
We drove
gets.
through it, but we came out.
Listen, understand something, Diz. And I'm gonna raise my glass when I say this. Not everybody made it out.
Patrick said we drove through it.
But we came out. We made it out the other side. So we have that in common now.
I lived it. And if this wasn't such good bourbon, I'd pour a little bit out for the brothers that didn't make it. But then we got moved down here. A middle suburban neighborhood, middle class. But it was my mom was a single mom. We moved because she was getting divorced. I shared a room with my 3 half brothers, I think, until we moved again. Now, so from the time that I was born until I moved down here, and I moved down here when I was 14 going on 15. So I had never had a room by myself.
Yeah.
From 15 to 18, I moved out of my house. We moved into another house.
Oh, I thought you meant you as a 15-year-old. Like, goddamn.
Peace. I'm
This
out.
guy.
I need to add this. We moved from that house into another house where there was an extra bedroom, but there was still X amount of
Were you the
kids.
oldest?
I was the oldest boy.
So you got the room.
Now, listen to me. My sister got the room.
Oh, that
'cause
makes
she
sense.
Was,
Yeah,
she was the only
yeah.
girl. So from 16 to 18, I moved out of my house the day that I turned 18 because my mom was about to get remarried and I didn't need another stepdad.
Yeah.
Didn't have a great time with the first, and I'm 18. I don't need some guy coming in telling me what I'm going to do.
You're grounded. Like, no, I ain't.
So at 18,
I'm out.
So the day I turned 18, I moved out. I moved out from the top bunk of bunk beds because my brother slept on the bottom bunk. So what I'm telling you is, for my entire childhood until I turned what is deemed an adult, I had to share a room. I'm done sharing rooms.
Yeah.
I'm worse than you.
Yeah, I'm done.
And here, I'm worse than you. If we go on a cruise and it's like Royal Caribbean or whatever,
Yeah.
if I don't have to get through 2 security gates to get to my room, like, to get to the suites,
Yeah.
because there's usually like you scan here and then you scan here to get to the suite level.
No, that's not how it works.
So if you don't
Have they changed it
And
now?
Royal Caribbean's different. I don't know these rich cruises you go on. Where like, you need
are
2
you
security checks to get to my room.
Are you about to
What?
Are you about to conflate my Cabrini Green? Never had a room
With
by
his 2
myself
security
going,
checks?
With 2 can't stay in a
So,
room.
If I don't have a helicopter
Yeah.
dropping me off in my suite, I don't want it.
Yeah,
Not a hell
so
of
last
You see
time
who
I was
you-
on
you
a
see who
cruise,
you interned
yes,
for?
it was a Ritz-Carlton cruise, and I only had 1 butler, 1 concierge, and 1 room attendant.
Oh, my
so we
God.
were roughing it.
Poverty.
Yeah, I mean, we walked into the room, we saw the staircase, and we're like, I guess this will work. There's only 2 floors.
Yeah. It's not a spiral, but it'll
But
do.
anyway, we made it work, is my
Yeah.
point. So
Lord, Patrick.
you
Smith.
deal with what you're dealt. Like,
Listen,
we all have our struggles, Mo. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
You're not alone.
I at no point when I was living at home, I knew what our situation was. At no point did I complain. And when I moved out into my
crack house?
No,
Gosh, that took a turn.
I moved in with my best friend at the time, and he was living with his parents, and I slept.
Wait,
on the,
wait,
I
hold
slept
on.
the
Time
floor.
out. Time the hell
he
out.
sort of skipped
He
over
made
a
it
couple
seem like
steps.
he was doing so well. Like, I moved out at 18 and went to another house with other parents that weren't mine.
wait.
He didn't want to listen to the guy who was going to be his new stepdad.
No, this
but
is
these
more
two
and more-
parents that have no bloodline, no relation, he's going to go live
I'm
with.
pretty sure he went to live with Uncle Phil in
listen.
Bel Air.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, I
I
know.
understand something.
That was insane, bro.
That was a transitionary spot.
Man.
I was there for like 3. We were going to get an apartment together. So, but I needed.
Were? You didn't?
No, we ended up.
Oh,
we
okay.
did.
How many years?
How many years did we stay? in the
Removed
apartment?
from when you left.
Oh no, just a month or 2.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
okay.
no. I wasn't moving. Like I said, I was on the floor. I just needed to be out of the house. I just needed to be out of the house.
You left one
that
bunk
was it.
bed for another bunk bed?
No,
That's
I
insane.
left the bunk bed for the floor. He didn't. I slept on his floor.
That's a downgrade, most would say.
But not for me. Not for me. I was out.
I-
I just had to be out.
I
My
gave up the
mom-
bunk bed to live like a cat.
My mom.
That's where you got the name. Is that where you got the name?
No.
Cat named Mo used to sleep on the floor like a cat.
Ron gave him the name. Ron gave him the name.
Right? No, Drew gave me cat name Mo. Well, I took it from something he said. Ron Bennington gave me Malibu Mo.
Oh, that's right. I forgot.
But
I never knew
my
Drew
mom,
gave you the name.
my mom. Well, he was talking about me being on his fantasy show. I was. Lynn Love. I didn't have a radio gig yet, so I was down helping him out at his restaurant bar. And Drew was talking. I was listening to The Bone, and Drew was talking about his Saturday fantasy show with Seth. In your fantasy, and he says, "Yeah, I'm going to have Seth. It's going to be me, some cat named Mo." And so I'm hearing, so I'm hearing my name on the air, and and I'm on this gig, and I said to myself, I thought about it.
You had one that made it all the way.
I made sure to make sure that went through. I'm like, I don't see it blinking.
You remember on Beach Bash when you slipped out? We didn't have the dump button.
What?
Yeah.
I did that?
Yeah.
At the
My
beach bash.
show.
On your show.
On my
On the
show.
most professional show
Yeah,
on
it
the boat.
just slid right out.
Did
and
I
everyone was
really?
Like, yeah.
Like purposefully or
No,
just
you didn't realize
Oh,
it.
man.
You didn't realize it. You just let it go, and we're all like looking at each other, like, did you just do that?
Listen, you all want to play me like that because I wanted to let it go.
You did too? Yeah.
By the way, for that show, I dropped all my affiliates. We
Yeah.
were only on the bone that day.
My favorite thing is when Mo would come in, and he doesn't do this anymore, unfortunately, and Monica would be behind the board, and he would just slip in some curse word or something to keep her on her toes, and she would
There's nothing wrong with
sweat.
that.
Oh, if I ever am on the other side, Monica's running the board, I'll absolutely do that.
Yeah.
If any of my staff are talk texting, I always slip in a word.
An N-word.
No, not that one.
Okay.
I'm not that stupid. Thank goodness.
She laughed. I don't know if you saw that. She
no,
laughed.
she's never
She's
seen
like,
it.
I got a
But
couple of those
speaking of
texts.
housing, she
funny.
just got awarded her own room for the first
We
time
got to
ever.
reset her. Maddie, your intern.
Maddie
who's
the
in with
intern,
her.
as
Yes,
she known on my show, Maddie the surfer girl, is going to be RA in a brand new dorm and going to be living on campus for the first time.
Let me ask you something. Why the hell would you want to be RA? Why would you want to be responsible
responsibility, yeah.
for a bunch of kids that
and a snitch, no offense.
Yeah,
And a
yeah.
Hey, you get free housing. Everything's free.
Okay, I'm in. I'll
That's the only reason.
I'll snitch for a free
Yeah.
ride.
And I imagine if, and you don't have to answer this, you have your lawyer here, so please, take his advice. If you
like
did,
I'm not your lawyer too.
that's
Like,
true.
I love that.
if you confiscate anything, it might not make it to who needs to be responsible for that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, air fryers aren't allowed, but I really want an air fryer. So I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, listen, understand something. You're about to get into law, probably end up in politics at some point. This is the time when you're fresh, young, and scrubbed up to start learning how to cut your own deals.
Yes.
And Maddie, I will tell
saying?
you, you're talking to the record holder.
Yes.
For the number of times someone got kicked out of the girls' dorms.
Yes.
You're looking at him.
These are all facts.
I believe that.
Yeah.
I believe that 100%.
This is the guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you go to university, college?
Hell no.
He drove by one. He went to the gift shop.
Cabrini Greens.
He got a
college.
hoodie.
Same time they stayed.
Out of high school, believe it or not.
Oh, you were on your friend's floor. I forgot.
I was
Yeah,
on my
the
friend.
whole story.
No. But then I had to get out the day of because my mom, she was avid Jehovah's Witness. And
Yeah.
I was just,
Does your mom listen?
No.
Okay.
She used to be a regular caller when I was doing morning. So I had to get out, and then we got our apartment. And he ended up being the person that broke up my first marriage.
Oh, he slept with.
that was
Damn.
I'm friends with
remember
them.
that story.
I'm friends with them both now. But
What?
anyway,
Never be friends with that again.
Listen.
Hey, remember that time you did me dirty?
Yeah.
I forgive you.
I'm
Never.
good with that now.
Understand something. He did me a favor.
Oh, yeah.
He did me a real.
Okay.
Well,
he did me
and
a
you're
real
right
favor.
because you would have never found your
He
current
did-
bride.
No, I wasn't talking about that.
Oh, okay. I was just trying to make a sweet moment, but never mind. The hell with it.
I found a lot before her. I was doing fine, Patrick Smith.
Hey, listen, I'm trying to help. I'm trying to make sure you get a nice greeting when you get in the door. Whatever.
I had no trouble in that department.
Yeah.
But yeah, he did me a favor.
I mean, I went to college, university, and I
was-
spent so much money and time where I didn't need to do all that.
See, and
to end up in radio.
I had no desire or
Yeah.
design to end up in radio, but
Same.
But it was going to be film. Out of high school, I formed a theater company, and I wrote and
Gay.
directed theater. It's not gay, but it ain't no money in it.
I didn't go to college, but I
I'm just
got
saying,
together with a
both can
few
be
gay
true,
guys.
Both can be true.
We did some Broadway plays.
That's right.
We used to perform in this theater out where in Ybor City. It's no longer there. I had to have to look up the newspaper articles to see what it was called. I can't remember. But yeah, I did
The Rainbow Bar.
Wrote,
Yeah, I remember.
no, I did wrote 4 or 5 plays, and then I ended up in radio as an intern, and it just.
You're like me. You didn't chose the game. The game chose you.
You're right. Again, yeah, that and stand up. Because I started them both concurrently because of the affiliation with Ron and Ron, but had no desire. I like talk radio. I like funny, and I just called in, but I wasn't like, oh, let me call in and see if I can get on their show. That was none of that whatsoever.
Started in psychology, then I went down to counseling, then I switched to marketing, and then I was like, radio, I guess.
Yeah.
I think college is overrated for a lot of people. You need to have the courage to say, hey, college is not for me. My son's one of those guys who looked at it and been like, I don't think it's for me, Dad. And he's in C school getting his captain's license and chasing his dream. I think that's the goal.
If I was better, I always say this, because my grandpa was an electrician. He always tried to get me into that.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, I never saw it as a job I wanted to do. If I was better with my hands, I would have done welding. That would have been the one thing I went to school for, because they make bank.
Money in welding.
Trades and all that. That's where the money's at.
Yeah,
man.
welding's one of the hottest industries out there. So.
Yeah, I always wanted to be a lawyer when I was younger, and I was like, I'm never going to do school for that long.
You know what?
Then I did school for that long.
I wanted to be a psychologist for whatever reason.
Yeah,
I wanted to be no.
I went to law school with a guy in his 60s.
Yeah, psychology. It's kind of like law. You have to have what the guy told me is like a comfortable ass, because you're going to be sitting on it, studying a lot. You know,
that's
why I didn't like psychology too
My
much.
wife is a psychology major.
Is she?
Oh yeah,
man,
and
they're
she
just
uses
so rich
those
and
tricks
successful.
on me all the time.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
And the other thing is, you can't talk about your work. Apparently, I would talk about my work. I feel like you wouldn't
can't
get this.
mention names.
This crazy guy's definitely going to murder his wife later. I mean,
Yeah, right?
Tell my wife everything at dinner.
You just can't mention names.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I might.
Go back to school. Good for you.
No. I'm done doing film. I'm done doing stand up. It's weird because if you do something for X amount of, I did for 3 years, better part of 3 decades. You still write jokes. You'll still see something and you'll write the joke and it's immediately in your head and you know it's funny. You don't have to go out and workshop. If I were on stage and I said this, it would get a laugh. So I still do that and I'll put them in for whatever reason. But I'm at this point now where I feel like if I don't concentrate my extraneous time on film, this film's not going to happen. So yeah,
this film's going to happen.
Yeah, I appreciate that. Let's go to break and come back. And are you gone? You out?
I'll stay a little more.
You do 1 hour?
I think I'm going to get another glass out of this.
The bottle is only half empty.
Yeah, so I can
The
do
show
another.
must go on.
All right, well, whatever we're
You
doing.
twist my arm that hard, I'll stay.
Whatever we're doing, we're going to continue doing it. Don't go anywhere. Drew Garabo Live.
You're listening to Drew Garabo live on 102.5 The Bone. It's Lightning Hockey on 102.5 The Bone. The Bolts are back in the playoffs. Sunday, your Tampa Bay Lightning are at home at the Benchmark International Arena to take on the Montreal Canadiens. Puck drop is at 5:45 p.m. You can listen to every single playoff game right here on the official station of the Tampa Bay Lightning. 102.5 The Bone. Real, raw hockey. Now, a Bone traffic update from the Farah and Farah Personal Injury Attorneys Traffic Center.
At last check in Pinellas, an accident still had the right lane blocked southbound along 49th Street, north approaching Park Boulevard at 78th Avenue. Apart from that, our biggest problem on both sides of the bay is simply the building late afternoon volume along the interstate systems and bridges. This is Jim with traffic. Something extraordinary is happening at International Diamond Center. April 24th through the 26th, 3 days only. Save up to 30% store-wide. Rings, earrings, bracelets, even engagement settings during a huge designer trunk show. Plus 36 months, same as cash financing. Don't miss it. April 24th through the 26th, only at International Diamond Center.
2001 Odyssey is Tampa's #1 nude club on Florida's West Coast with over 300 of the hottest exotic dancers. 2001 Odyssey has been voted the #1 nude club by Best of the Bay. Check out the world-famous 2001 spaceship and encounter the wildest dancing in Tampa Bay. The after party happens every night. Full liquor next door. 2001 Odyssey, 275 in Raymond James Stadium on Dale Mabry, better known as the Strip.
Hey, Dad, why do people wait until it's hot out to call about their air conditioner?
Well, Badger Bob's has been doing this since 1982, son. That's just how it goes.
They should call Badger Bob's now to have it checked.
You heard Bob Jr. Now's the time to check your heating and cooling system. So Badger Bob's is offering up to $2,000 in cash incentives for early planners. Get your free estimate at badgerbobs.com. Badger Bob's, a funny name, but we're serious about service. It's who we are.
License CAC 1815977, CFC 1428238, and EC 130099294.
Hey, it's Alex Flores from Furman Chevrolet in Brandon. You know, as a veteran, it's important to me that men and women who serve their country always feel welcome here because you deserve it. And there's a reason we're #1 Chevy dealer in Tampa. At Furman Chevy Brandon, we say yes. Yes to transparent pricing, no dealer add-ons, no inflated markups. Yes to paying top dollar for your trade. And from me personally to all my brothers and sisters who served in the armed forces, yes, you are always welcome here. Come see us on Adamo Drive or visit FurmanChevy.com. Furman Chevy of Brandon. Together, let's drive.
Overheard at the Hard Rock Bet Party.
Meta World Peace. What's up, man?
Nah, that's not my name anymore. Thanks to Hard Rock Bet.
We're doing this again, are we?
Now I go by Meta over rebounds, under assists, method of first basket, free throw, piece.
Huh. So you really can same game parlay practically anything now on Hard Rock Bet.
It's the only place I play these days.
Download the Hard Rock Bet app and start playing today. Hard Rock Bet. Roll with us.
Offered by the Seminole Tribe of Florida. Must be 21 plus and physically present in Florida to wager. Terms and conditions apply. Concerned about your gambling? Call or text 1-833-PLAY-WISE.
Spring is here, and it's time to level up at Crown Honda. The Honda Spring event is on, and the savings are in full bloom. Ready for an upgrade? Put a spring in your step with a new Honda Civic LX, just $169 per month. Or a new Honda Accord LX, just $217 per month. Don't wait. Drive home your Honda today. Online at crownhonda.com. The better way to buy and service. Call 800-722-6439 for complete details.
There's nothing like a beautiful day in Florida, but sometimes the weather outside can have a big impact on the comfort and cost of your home. Luckily, WeatherTight Windows has you covered. WeatherTight windows and doors are specifically designed to keep your home comfortable even in extreme weather conditions. WeatherTight Windows energy-efficient windows and doors are crafted with state-of-the-art material that help keep your home insulated, reducing the amount of energy needed for heating and cooling.
WeatherTightWindows.com. WeatherTight Windows.
AutoNation Toyota Pinellas Park knows that the joy of having a car is in the going. That's why we have prices you can trust on an incredible selection of your favorite new Toyota models. Camry, Corolla, RAV4, Tacoma, Tundras, and more. Plus all your favorite pre-owned cars and trucks. We even offer exceptional service done by our expert techs. No wonder people come from St. Petersburg, Clearwater, Tampa, Largo, Seminole, and Gulfport. So go to AutoNation Toyota Pinellas Park now. Less stress, more go.
Eligibility and results may vary. A beautiful, confident smile can change everything. It changes how people see you and how you see yourself. When you're proud of your smile, confidence comes naturally. At Sage Dental, we make that confidence possible. Using the latest technology, our caring team of dentists, orthodontists, and oral surgeons use minimally invasive techniques for the smile you've always wanted. Whether it's braces, clear aligners, implants, partial or full restorations, all of Sage Dental's personalized treatments are conveniently done right there in the office. With same-day and next-day appointments, call Sage now and visit our newest location in St. Petersburg. We work with most insurance plans. No insurance? No problem. Our Sage Care Plus plan can save you up to 65% on general or specialty dental care. Sage Dental, leading with innovation centered on care. Call 800-299-1100. 800-299-1100. That's 800-299-1100.
Tune in for Reinventing Retirement, where premier wealth managers and retirement specialists discuss the most important and crucial retirement topics for your benefit. Saturdays at 9 a.m. and Sundays at 11 a.m. Only on 102.5 The Bone.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack. Sure, you can post your job to some job board, but then all you can do is hope the right person comes along. Which is why you should try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter doesn't depend on candidates finding you. It finds them for you. Its powerful technology identifies people with the right experience and actively invites them to apply to your job. You get qualified candidates fast. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you what you're looking for. The needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free. At ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter.com/free.
ZipRecruiter.
Be the Thunder and cheer on the Bolts this postseason at Benchmark International Arena. Single game tickets for all Lightning first round playoff home games are on sale now at Ticketmaster. This Lightning postseason is presented by Advent Health.
Involved in a car accident? We understand the pressure you're under. Call Farah and Farah, Tampa.
Now, a weather update from the Sun Toyota Weather Center.
Sun, Toyota.com.
I'm Fox 13 Chief Meteorologist Paul Delgado. All clear and mild tonight. Lows mid-60s to near 70. A sun-filled weekend, a hot one too. Both days will feature highs approaching 90.
Now, back to Real Raw Radio. Sponsored by Anajar and Levine, Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
Now, back to Drew Garabo Live.
Kick in. Garabo Live. I'm a cat named Mo with celery in my teeth. I apologize. Patrick Smith, the attorney Patrick Smith. You hear him every Saturday from 8 until 9. Right, 7 to 8. It's 8 to 9, right?
8 to 9.
I thought so. I thought I had it right. 8 to 9. Fantastic show. Dizzy, you hear him all over the station. I don't have enough time in this show to tell you how many times and where you can find Dizzy. Just tune into the station. Dizzy will be on it. And Maddie's over there eating peanut M&Ms. Didn't want a snack at first and then said, you know what? I think I want a snack. And I said, Patrick, she's ready. She's ready. I'm just babbling so I can hit the post right here on this course. And it is now. My daughter Bowie, 4.5 years old, loves this song. And I could not be happier because I don't have to listen to all of that golden K-pop Demon Hunters crap. Maddie, you're a young gal. Are you into the Demon Hunters, the K-pop and all of that stuff?
I'm not. My sister loved it, so she made me watch it. So I have seen it, but I'm not.
How old is your sister?
She's 12.
Oh, okay. That's that's about right.
It's no bridge to, what was it? Tallahassee.
Tiburcia.
Bridge to Terabithia.
That's it. Yeah.
Unwashing heathens who clearly did not have summer reading list growing
Bridge
up.
Not that crap.
Is the bridge to Tillamook, where you find a lot of cream cheese. By the way, I got to keep this from swerving into too much bourbon talk, because you know how we can do it. Good Lord. There's a bottle ready for you.
Oh, bless you.
And Daddy-O down at Corona Cigar said his new Weller Foolproof Corona cigar is money. We got to go down to Corona.
Tell me when.
We'll wait for those. We'll wait for those bottles to drop.
Just don't pick like a Tuesday at 1.
Oh, I would never do that. I would never.
Yeah,
do
you
that.
do.
You
sent me the picture.
I love a song with a great drop down. You know,
I know what you mean. Yeah.
You know, you bring it all the way up. You bring it all the way up, and then you bring it all the way. Also with a great riff. This is Foo Fighters' best riff after the breakdown. All the way up, Matty, then he brings it all the way down. And then you know what he does? He brings it back again.
Go ahead, to listen to it. Definitely from Caprini Greens with this music choice.
Listen,
I had to get
let me hear
Caprini
something
Greens for sure.
And I know you're a brother. You telling me you can't appreciate the raw intensity of this?
Don't get me wrong. I like all types of music, but you be air guitaring and stuff when songs come on. I don't go that
You
far.
can't play the real guitar, otherwise everything would be different.
That's true.
Let me tell you something. Yeah, if I can play the...
I'm surprised you don't know how to play any instruments.
Me too.
He's like, wasn't it for a lack of trying?
He can play the radio, but he gets static.
I do one thing very well, and I'm glad to be able to say
Well,
that
when
I
you
can
let
do
us
that.
know what that one thing is.
Is it drinking
you
alcohol?
figure it out.
'Cause I
Tell us.
agree.
Yeah.
Maybe I do more than one thing very well. Playing an instrument is not one of them. Can you play an instrument, Surfer Girl?
Yeah, I can play guitar and then a little bit of piano.
Just don't brag. Why are you going to brag? Like, you can play guitar, really?
Yeah. Yeah, acoustic guitar. I have 2.
Wow.
It's really fun. I've been doing it for years, but
And
I'm
you
not
just,
great. But
you just have that ability to pick it up and strum it and do whatever?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, any song.
Who are you? Really? Well, pull that guitar off the wall.
Yeah, all
Diz.
right. Let's see what you can do.
Yeah,
She won't disappoint you, I guarantee.
Who's one of your favorite artists? Maddie, by the way, is Patrick Smith's give
Intern.
intern from Stetson Law.
Stetson University. She's
Stetson
pre-law. She will be going to law school to be determined.
Right. But she's in an internship program.
Yeah, her second summer with me.
Second summer. Okay. When you say summer, is it the entirety of the summer?
Yeah. So she actually started early this year because she had a Tallahassee semester.
Right.
So she's got assigned to a senator, and then she finished up in March, I think.
Yep.
And then you were back at
March
the office, by mid-March, and then she'll be with us till August.
Do you get paid for any of this?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Yeah.
I thought you didn't get paid for interns.
It's
Probably gets paid more than
very
us, Mo.
rare, but occasionally interns come along that really excel and actually add value to the practice. We do pay those.
Okay. All right.
Maddie's one of those.
It's been great.
Well, I was going to say, you're going to give up your entire summer and not get paid?
It's so fun. Like, genuinely, I have so much fun.
Yeah, but you got bills to pay, girl.
Yeah.
Well, and tell them what you said, because I tell all my interns, I'm like, look, it's not cheating on me if you want to go check out other firms, because I
No.
totally expect you to shop that around.
Yeah.
I said, Maddie, tell them what you said.
Nope.
What did you say?
I can't even remember. What did
Yeah.
I?
No, she said, I'm not going anywhere else.
Yeah,
And I said,
yeah.
I admire the loyalty, but I said, really, if you change your mind, go shop it around. Like, I've got other interns who will split the summer. I got one right now who's going to split 6 and 6 as far as weeks go.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, that's a good way to do it. But Maddie does click with our practice. She matches with everybody. She works well with everybody, and she adds to the practice.
Nobody's going to pay the coin that Smith's paying too. Trust me on
Yeah, hell no.
that. Yeah.
No loyalty.
Yeah.
You got it.
You're not wrong. I mean, I'm very generous. I'm not going to deny that.
I was
Mo, if you could know any instrument, would it be guitar? If you could play any instrument.
Yes.
Really?
Yes,
Not bad.
because it's the most phallic.
Oh, gosh.
And also,
the most phallic would be the didgeridoo.
No, ain't nobody trying to play.
You got to
didgeridoo.
put your lips.
No,
on
I
there.
kid about the phallic thing. I think the piano is the most beautiful instrument.
That's what I would pick.
But try carrying around a piano to impress a girl.
That's a great point. You got to be around it.
You know what I'm
You
saying?
can't. Yeah.
Well,
That's a great point.
Yeah, I need something where I can just set it up.
Yeah, 'cause the way I thought-
I walk in with it.
Yeah, I was like, what are the sexiest things that you could impress a girl with? Like, guitar is one,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
piano.
Yeah.
This might be weird. Saxophone and violin. Those two, I think. It's the jazz type of stuff.
If I were gonna be
classical.
a woodwind,
Yeah.
I would go with the trumpet over the saxophone. I think this.
No. trumpet over a saxophone?
You think
Dizzy Gillespie? That's what you want to be?
Miles Davis wasn't sexy as, I mean, you go in there and you lay out
Miles
some sketches
Davis
of
is
Spain. Come on, man.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
Saxophone.
Saxophone. Cool whistle to it.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, but for me, a saxophone enhances a melody, or it's just, I don't know that it's as pretty sounding on its own.
Yeah.
As a trumpet is. And I could be wrong, and it could
I hear
be
what
very
you're saying.
subjective.
I mean, I agree. Number one's the guitar. Like if you walk in, just strumming, especially if you
strapped
can,
around your back, you ain't even have to acknowledge it.
Well,
oh, you play the guitar? Oh, is that on?
Oh, I still have that on?
I forgot I had that.
Go ahead and leave that at the door, right?
Yeah. A piano and a drummer, you're dead. You're dead in the water.
Yeah.
I mean, you can always find some bongos or something to beat on, or beat on the tabletop, but that's kind of
beat on the tabletop. Wrong. I used to kill it in the cafeterias.
We got very Matt McConaughey there for a second. Now we're beating on bongos, like.
But yeah, I would probably really love to be able to play the piano if I could. I tried. I took lessons. I played Aida for my high school graduation. Because I wanted to. This is how my mom is. I don't think I've told this story in forever. I'm gonna have to find Aida. Do you know the opera?
I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
No. You talking about Aisha? Aisha.
Yeah, that's the lesser known opera, but it's a close second.
Damn it.
But while you look it up, I'll just say nice things about your mom. Who's an absolute treasure.
Go ahead.
Oh, you met her?
Yeah.
I've talked to her numerous times, and Miss Stephanie is an absolute angel. She'll call me out of the blue and go, Patrick, I just want you to know I'm praying for you. Like, just out of the blue telling me that. And that's how wonderful his mother is. Like,
Where does she live?
She lives in Plant City.
Oh, I didn't even know she lived in Florida, bro.
She is just one of the quintessentially nice people.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
She's a treasure.
That's pretty dope.
I don't talk about my family a lot. I'm trying to get to
I'll talk about enough for him.
Aida is AIDA, right?
Yep.
Hold on. Let me just give me 1 second.
Guy played the song, doesn't know how to spell it. That's insane. This is what you played?
Hold on.
The song sucks, Mo.
Yeah.
That's it. Right there. Right there. Got it. Okay. So, I wanted to play an instrument. I thought I wanted to play the piano because...
That was not the piano, by the way.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Will you listen to me? Listen to me. So, I was big into Supertramp's Crime of the Century album.
Okay. Yeah, who doesn't know
This is all going to sound very white.
Yeah, usually when you tell stories, they do.
When you hit us with Supertramp.
Yeah, I don't know why you're giving that disclaimer like it's so foreign to us.
One of my favorite albums is Supertramp. We had Crime of the Century, and there's this majestic piano part on the end of the title track, and I wanted to learn how to play that. So I was like, Mom, I think I want to learn how to play the piano. Now, again, we were in a middle class neighborhood, but we were poor.
Yeah,
and my mom was working one job to here is a part. Hold on.
It's not piano either.
Hold on. Let me get to it.
You did say AIDA, right?
No,
Okay,
Here we
found
go.
it.
I found. Here we go. Okay. This is the coda of the song.
This part is what you...
Yeah.
That seems easy.
Right? I mean, it goes into a more complex.
Did you say you played the piano? How difficult is this?
Did you play?
now?
You can play this easy, right?
Oh, I don't know. I'm not as good. My sister is really.
That's 3 chords. They're just repeating.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. But then.
But Mo couldn't get that. He could grasp the concept of 3 different keys.
Anyway, the point is, I was in love with it. The song kicks in. This is just the intro to the coda. But I was in love with this. And I'm like, oh man, I would love to learn how to play this. Goes on.
Yeah.
Okay. So my mom, being the, what did you say, kind and generous person that she is.
Such a sweetheart. There's no words. She's just a ball of love.
Single mom with 5 kids, supporting kids. Goes and finds me a piano and buys me the piano and gets me piano lessons.
She bought you a whole piano.
A whole piano. It wasn't a baby grand or nothing, but it was
but the piano.
It was a piano.
It also wasn't half.
So
it wasn't like the Peanuts kid, right? You had the big ones.
You had the high back, not the
So I have to get lessons because I don't know jack
you're just
ass about
hitting keys at this point. Yeah.
So she starts getting me lessons, and I am and I'm taking lessons, but I'm like maybe 2 months in or whatever, and I'm trying to learn how to read music, which I envy anybody that can.
Yeah, that's the
I
thing.
learned a little bit, but I can't remember any of it, and to me, it's like math. It's just incredibly difficult. Anyway, we are going to have in Chicago up north. You graduate. We don't have like a middle school system. It's 1st through 8th grade.
Oh, it's like Canada. Yeah. There's no growth. Yeah.
Right. And
K
then
through 8. Yeah.
Yeah, K through 8, and then it's then the
high school.
High
Yeah,
school.
yeah.
So you have a high school graduation, tantamount to you have an elementary school graduation, which is tantamount to a high school graduation. Yeah. So the teacher asked if anybody played the piano.
Oh, this guy.
And I said, I do. Because I'm an idiot. And I don't know why.
Did you say that? I do because I'm an idiot.
So I got selected.
There was no check. Like, what can you play?
No, nobody checked.
He said yes. He must not be lying.
So I get selected to play the piano while the students are marching in.
Oh, man.
It's a classical piece, Aida by Verdi. And I tell my piano teacher, and she's kind of, looking at me sideways like, you did what?
You can't play Mary Had a Little Lamb, and you're going to play this. Okay.
Okay. So to her credit, she, we get the sheet music, and she starts teaching me it. And I'm going to hum the part, then I'm going to let you hear. I'm going to hum the beginning, then I'm going to let you hear it.
Okay.
It's da 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 da.
Star Wars. Okay, I got you.
Not really humming, but okay.
Yeah, definitely not. I'm going to hum it.
Okay.
Bop, bop, beep, bop, bop, bop.
He's just over there scatting away.
I don't know.
How about that humming?
Do you want me to finish the story or not?
Not really.
Yeah, I kind of checked out at the beginning, but if you feel you should.
So, dude, it's hilarious. So here it is. So here it is. Starting here.
Doesn't sound extremely difficult.
Yeah. And then it goes off and goes into an
it's 3 chords.
That's what I was thinking. It's not that many
chords.
chords.
How do you not learn 3 chords?
What kind of teacher did he have is my question.
That's the beginning of the song.
Oh,
That's
okay,
the opening.
Okay.
All right, so land the plane. Where does it get difficult?
Then you're in all of this stuff.
Your teacher was hot, wasn't she? You were distracted.
You're in all of that. So
what are those 3 strings?
What was the
3 chords?
It takes her so long to teach me that part.
Oh, no. That she's like, you got to tell me you can't do
it. The
it.
clock's running. It's ticking. The graduation's coming. So this is what we do.
How much prep time did you have?
Oh, dude.
Like months?
It wasn't enough because I didn't know how to play the piano.
But like, if you had to guess, it was months or weeks?
An Italian opera.
3 months?
A month.
Okay. All right.
A reasonable amount of time.
Yeah.
So that part. So she gives me the opening. Da 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 da. And instead, no, hold on. You have to listen to me.
Okay.
You have to understand what I'm gonna do here. So it's da 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 da. Now I'm supposed to go into this more complex part, and she just has me play 2 notes. No. She has me bridge it with 2 notes.
Okay.
I get back up to it.
Okay.
So we had like 200 students or whatever. So I'm just literally repeating the same 30 seconds over.
Man.
Well, that's okay. But play the complicated part so everyone can hear how complicated it was.
I would have to find it on piano.
You're talking about like toccata and fugue, and you're playing like the first 2 bars.
I know that. Listen, this is what I'm going to tell you. It was complicated enough that it took me a month to learn 4 notes.
I gotta tell you, there's no reason he didn't go to college or university.
Right?
3 chords was complex to this guy.
Can you really not
No way
read
he's going to
music?
college.
Why would I be able to read music?
Maddie, you can read music, right?
No, I can't read music.
Really? I'm the only one here who can
You
read
can't? I
music.
thought you played piano. I mean, guitar.
Yeah, you don't have to read music.
Yeah.
As long as you know a few chords.
Some of the most successful musicians don't
Couldn't
know how
do
to
it?
read.
I'm
Paul
the opposite.
McCartney.
I can read it, but I don't play
Who's
it as
that?
well.
He doesn't read music. Yeah,
I can read it, but I can't play it as well as Maddie can, I'm sure. So.
What do
You're the opposite. You can read it, but you can't do anything with that knowledge.
I learned how to play piano and guitar.
Right.
And it was just classical music theory, and we had to write our own songs and learn the shape notes and the harmonies.
Patrick, I can read it, but I had no rhythm or tempo, if I'm being honest.
I was like, watch this.
I go, oh, man, it's going to sound good when someone does it.
Look at my rhythm.
Yeah, right. Well, yeah, there it is. So, but it was in. Oh, the back end of that, some kids. I guess this was around the time of New Edition or something, and they were looking for a boy band. Swear to God, this part of the story is true.
They say, kid pretty. Kid pretty.
I swear to God.
Let's get this pretty guy on the piano. I was using another word.
So this young kid, I mean, I'm 8th grade. I don't know how old you are when you graduated. What, 13. So I'm 13.
Yeah.
He couldn't have been 21, 19, 20, 21.
Yeah.
Maybe 18. So he wants to meet me.
Oh, man. He was ready to groom this guy.
He wants to meet me.
Oh, no.
Because he is trying to put together a boy band. Now, he must have.
This guy's name, Sean Combs.
Yeah, he said, you got any baby oil? Bring your own if you got some.
I'd like to take your son to flavor camp, ma'am. Is that okay?
You want me to finish the story or not? So I guess he had a relative, a brother or sister or something that was graduated, and he was there. So he sees me. If you didn't know me and you didn't know Aida and you just watching me, you think I can play the piano. You're like, look at this young brother playing this Italian classical piece. Ooh-wee.
This is fine.
It didn't hurt that I was pretty. So I remember, and I didn't know what he wanted. And my mom, God bless her heart, but she'd never do this. She left me there at the house. He eventually came over to the house. And I'm there with this stranger.
Oh, man. This story got real dark real quick.
I feel kind of dirty just listening to
this.
It really
So he put his hand on my lap. And
he really could have. But then he brings over, we're sitting out, and he's got these lyrics.
Is that what they call
them?
My mind is telling me no.
He's got these lyrics. Now, mind you, I can't sing a lick.
Yeah.
I am tone deaf.
Yeah.
And he's thinking, this kid must be good because I just saw him tear it up on the piano with that classical piece.
Show me what them pretty lips do, boy.
Aww.
Sing this song for me.
I'm just thinking about the one guy in the audience who actually knew the song, and they're like, "Oh, they let the special clip try to play the piano." Like, why is he just repeating it?
Is he just playing the first 30 seconds over and over again?
Oh man, they got a DEI hire. Play the piano. I love this.
So I start
He's doing his best.
I start singing the lyrics, and when I tell you, even at the age of 13, I could see the WTF wash across his face.
Yeah, he's like, this guy's really killing my erection. I'm out of here. When's your mom get back? That's insane. He was so disappointed.
Oh my God! And I'm putting it together though. He thinks I can sing because he thinks I can play the piano and he thinks I'm musically.
This guy thought he had Usher or something. Yeah,
he did. He thought I was Usher.
What song did you audition to?
Oh man, I can't. I don't.
Give us a couple bars.
Dude, I couldn't remember. That was 40-something years ago. I couldn't tell you.
Can you sing a cappella?
I can't sing.
I can sing a cappella. A cappella, a cappella. I don't know all the words, but
they better be paying you that.
Yeah, how much? How much?
Listen, I'm just letting you know there's a guy in Winter Haven right now who's loving that joke.
Yeah.
I pray for you, Batty. Des, thank you, brother.
Appreciate you guys.
I appreciate you hanging out. We got more, whatever we're doing that's going to get you into your Friday. You're into your Friday, and we're here, so you're stuck with it.
You're listening to Drew Garabo live on 102.5 The Bone. It's Lightning Hockey on 102.5 The Bone. The Bolts are back in the playoffs. Sunday, your Tampa Bay Lightning are at home at the Benchmark International Arena to take on the Montreal Canadiens. Puck drop is at 5:45 p.m. You can listen to every single playoff game right here on the official station of the Tampa Bay Lightning. 102.5 The Bone. Real, raw hockey. Now, traffic update from the Farah and Farah Personal Injury Attorneys Traffic Center.
Activity from a vehicle fire is slowing traffic in Hillsborough along north on I-75 at the on-ramp from 301. In St. Pete, there's a bad wreck westbound on 22nd Avenue North at 16th Street. Otherwise, our biggest headache right now is just the typically heavy late-day interstate volume. This is Jim with traffic.
2 family members were violently rear-ended, but insurance denied liability. Farah and Farah used crash data to prove fault and secured $3 million. Farah and Farah's ready to cook. Tampa.
Biggest sale ever at International Diamond Center. 3 days only, April 24th through the 26th, up to 30% off store-wide. Natural and lab diamonds, designer rings, even luxury pre-owned Rolex watches. And take advantage of 36 months, same as cash financing. This is the event, only at International Diamond Center.
2001 Odyssey is Tampa's #1 nude club on Florida's West Coast with over 300 of the hottest exotic dancers. 2001 Odyssey has been voted the #1 nude club by Best of the Bay. Check out the world-famous 2001 spaceship and encounter the wildest dancing in Tampa Bay. The after party happens every night. Full liquor next door. 2001 Odyssey, 275 in Raymond James Stadium on Dale Mabry, better known as the Strip.
Hey, it's Mike Calta here to tell you about my friends at Stingray Chevrolet in Plant City. During the Stingray Difference Sales event, they're making room for summer inventory with one-time pricing below market value. Plus, the Stingray Difference means you can trade up for less. They're paying top dollar while values are high. Keep the cash or use it to trade up and save even more. But don't wait. The best will sell fast. Visit StingrayChevrolet.com. Together, let's drive.
Stingray Chevrolet. Relax, enjoy the difference.
Are you struggling with bad feet? Here at the Good Feet store, we hear a lot about foot pain, but we also hear about back, knee, and hip pain. I'd like you to hear what Kelsey, a kinesiologist, has to say about the Good Feet Arch Support System.
As an exercise specialist, I've seen all kinds of things that people try to put in their shoes to get out of pain. What I really like about the Good Feet system is that they support all 4 arches in the foot.
So did you know you had 4 arches in each foot? Most shoes and inserts only support 1. Maybe that's the reason all the remedies you've tried in the past just didn't work.
When the foot's placed in the ideal position, everything else up the kinetic chain works better. You have better balance, more energy. You're going to feel better. Being able to move freely means everything to me. And good movement starts with the feet.
Stop by one of our 5 locations throughout Tampa, St. Petersburg, and Sarasota today, or visit us at goodfeet.com. Good Feet Arch Supports are HSA and FSA eligible. The only place to get the Good Feet solution is at the Good Feet store. Come in for a free test walk today.
AutoNation Toyota Pinellas Park knows that the joy of having a car is in the going. That's why we have prices you can trust on an incredible selection of your favorite new Toyota models. Camry, Corolla, RAV4, Tacoma, Tundras, and more. Plus all your favorite pre-owned cars and trucks. We even offer exceptional service done by our expert techs. No wonder people come from St. Petersburg, Clearwater, Tampa, Largo, Seminole, and Gulfport. So go to AutoNation Toyota Pinellas Park now. Less stress, more go.
You know that Climate Design has been installing AC in Tampa Bay for over 50 years, including Train. Well, they also handle plumbing and electrical work, too. If your kid flushed a toy, your toilet's flooding, call Climate Design. If a power surge zapped your electric panel, call Climate Design. Climate Design also does regular AC service, plumbing updates, and new electrical work like EV chargers with convenient, extended service hours. They got your back because they know emergencies don't always happen before 5 p.m. Whatever you need, call Climate Design today. With over 1,000 5-star reviews, you can count on Climate Design Home Services for peace of mind and total comfort. 727-295-1572 or go to climatedesign.com. That's climatedesign.com.
Overheard at the Hard Rock Bet Party.
I just got another NBA offer from Hard Rock Bet.
A Hard Rock Bet promo at the Hard Rock Bet Party? That is so meta.
That's not meta. That's Meta World Peace. Meta. Tell them about Hard Rock Bet.
Hard Rock Bet has it all. Live odds for every NBA game, every player prop, same game parlays, you name it. It's the only place I play these days.
Okay, now that is meta.
Hard Rock Bet. Roll with us.
Offered by the Seminole Tribe of Florida. Must be 21 plus and physically present in Florida to wager. Terms and conditions apply. Concerned about your gambling? Call or text 1-833-PLAY-WISE.
Be the Thunder and cheer on the Bolts this postseason at Benchmark International Arena. Single game tickets for all Lightning first round playoff home games are on sale now at Ticketmaster. This Lightning postseason is presented by Advent Health.
When you're hiring,
Have you ever felt like you're missing out on meeting truly great candidates for your roles? It seems impossible to find them, but they have to be out there somewhere, right? Well, they're not hard to find when you know where to go, and that place is ZipRecruiter. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter helps 10 million people with their job search every day. And because these people are actively looking for jobs just like yours, it's easy to find the right person right away. In fact, 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. But if you're not using ZipRecruiter, you're missing out. So see what it's like when the impossible is easy. When you go to ZipRecruiter.com/radio right now to try ZipRecruiter for free. Once again, that's ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter.com/radio. Never miss out on great candidates with ZipRecruiter.
This is a special alert to all Americans who own a vehicle with less than 200,000 miles with an auto warranty about to expire or with no warranty coverage at all. Due to a decline in the economy, CarShield is announcing a low-cost month-to-month vehicle protection plan that is now available to the public to save any driver out-of-pocket expenses on future auto repairs. Call now to find out how you can pay almost nothing for covered auto repairs. Yes, you heard that correctly. Pay almost nothing for covered auto repairs. An open phone line has been established for all drivers to call for a free quick quote. Call 800-292-4541 now. Drivers who are covered will not have to pay for covered repairs again. This protection plan is at an all-time low. Additionally, drivers who activate this vehicle protection today will also receive free roadside assistance, free towing, and car rental options at no additional cost. Call us for your free quick quote today. 800-292-4541. That's 800-292-4541. What do you have to lose? Call 800-292-4541. Again, 800-292-4541.
What's your case worth? Injury.com by Morgan & Morgan.
1025 The Bone. Wheel Raw Radio. WHPT, Sarasota, Tampa, St. Pete. Live from the WeatherTight Windows studio. Unique opinions, compelling conversation, and the best in afternoon entertainment. Now, the conversation continues on Drew Garabo Live.
Good morning. What we have in mind is breakfast in bed for 400,000.
All right, it's Drew Rebel Live, second hour. Third hour on the radio for me. I'm a cat named Mo. I'm part of this show. The attorney Patrick Smith, every Saturday 8 to 9, is in with me. Maddie, his intern. I believe we have an interview with Steve Vai coming up at 5:30. Dr. D and Ingrid at 6. Follow Drew Garabo Live at Drew Garabo Live. Find him on Twitter. Find me on Twitter. I don't interact as much as I should. Had a cat named Mo. Cat named Mo on Instagram. Drew Garabo on Instagram as well. The attorney Patrick Smith, all social media platforms. Correct, sir?
Yes.
All
sir.
right. Wanted to make sure that I got that right. Drew Garabo actually out at the All-Star. I want to make sure that I get it correct because one of the biggest sponsors is our girl Fran Hosh of the Fran Hosh Law Group, one of the greatest champions of all things that Drew does, and he likes to return the favor when he can.
And I'll just tell you, attorney to attorney, Fran Hosh, amazing attorney.
Absolutely.
So Mike Allstott Family Foundation Celebrity Outdoor Weekend. It is April 17th and 18th, and it is at the Bardmore Golf and Tennis Club.
There you go. Golf's not my thing. I've swung a club or two. I maybe could have been somebody. I'm not going to say anything, but people were calling me a certain name. N-word, but get out of my country club.
Where we landed this plane.
I had Maddie going for a minute, though. Didn't I, Maddie?
She works at a golf club. You know
I can tell.
She's a cart girl.
I can look at her and tell. She does a lot of white stuff. Surfing, country club, piano.
It's concerning for me when you say someone does a lot of white stuff. I'm just saying.
I hope, because we are at the start. You know what? It used to be that you would say at 5 o'clock that was the start of rush hour. Rush hour started at 5, which I just think is an antiquated
rush hour
notion.
Starts about 3:30 on the Howard
3:30. I mean, now listen, if you're at the beginning of that 3:30 rush hour, you're probably in pretty decent shape.
Yeah, 15 minutes later, you're in it.
But there was a time when rush hour absolutely started at 5.
Yeah, 1984.
Yes. When I wasn't driving.
Right. No.
And I would have been driving about then, yeah. But I say this to say that I hope everybody is, get home safe. And even if it's not even sometimes about getting home safe. Get home without having to pay a big premium on your insurance because your car's in an accident. You may be fine, but there's a ripple effect down the line if you get into an accident and your insurance get pinged, your license gets pinged, you're without a vehicle for X amount of time. There's always the threat of injury, but without the threat of injury, it's just getting into an accident. It's a massive pain in the ass.
It's like my dad told me, the goal is to get where you're trying to get. And Wednesday morning, I was telling Maddie, I'm heading into the village's office, coming up 75 northbound. Every lane shut down. Like 2 miles.
When was this?
Wednesday.
Wednesday, okay.
Yeah, so literally every lane shut down like 2 miles from my exit. So everybody's getting off my exit. So Elon reroutes me.
Right.
And I still make it to the office on time because of Elon. So thank you, Elon, if you're listening. And but I'm just saying, who knows what idiotic thing could have led to that accident?
Right, right.
And it's like, just slow down.
It's also really, I would say, a good majority of the accidents have nothing to do with speed more than distraction.
I would say 99 of them.
Everybody I pass has their phone in there.
They're on their damn phone.
They're looking down. They're looking lost. Yeah, the side of the road is where you figure out where you got to go, not while you're actually in traffic.
Yep.
It's just amazing to me the level of distraction that people allow themselves to be sucked into. And it's when you get down to it, it's a straight line. How are we to excel as a society? And Maddie, we can't drive in a straight line. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. It's a straight line.
I've driven with Maddie. She's a very safe driver. She's very, very cautious.
Good.
Most of the time.
Good.
Yeah.
Good. Don't allow yourself to get distracted. I have a question though. I mean, because I know there's a lot of people. I take when I do my day gig at
your Federale
my
job.
Federale job at PI, St. Pete International Airport. I drive in at 3 in the morning. I take the what's the Clearwater Bridge? The Clearwater Bridge. Clearwater Bridge. I go past Ben T. Davis Beach, and then that bridge that takes me up to the Bayside
so not
Bridge.
Gandy.
No, Gandy's all the way down. No, this is before. I'm in Carewood, Northdale, so I'm in North Tampa.
Oh,
I get on the Veterans. And then I take the Clearwater exit, and it's that. And I can't. But that bridge.
I always go Howard Franklin.
Yeah. To come here, I go
Courtney
Howard
Campbell.
Franklin. Courtney Campbell. There you go. Yeah. To come here, I do Howard Franklin. To go to Pi, I do Courtney Campbell because Howard Franklin would take me past.
And I have to loop back around. Yeah.
So you've been on the Courtney Campbell?
Yeah, of course.
Have you been on the Courtney Campbell before?
No.
Okay. So there's the road, patch of grass, guardrail, and then
it narrows.
But then there's spaces on the other side of the guardrail where you can have cars and stuff.
Yeah.
And what are you doing at 3 o'clock in the morning and your car is parked over there on that side? Not just one car. Every time I drive in, that's 4 days a week, I drive down to Courtney Campbell, and on the right side, primarily, of there is the road, the guardrail, a patch of grass, gravel, then the water. Nobody's fishing. No. But I see there are vehicles there parked.
So it's one of three things. It's either homeless, hooking, or heroin, or all the above.
But the police are not actively
they're not committing a crime.
But they're not curious as to why there is a car at 3 o'clock in the morning parked off the side of of a road, of
that's
a
not
bridge.
probable cause. And do you really want to create all that paperwork?
I mean, I get it. I'm
just saying. Like, do you want to knock on that car's door?
What did you say? There's one of three things:
heroin, hooking, or homeless.
Well, I think you got to have four. I think there's probably,
what's your fourth H?
It's
got to be an H.
No.
Don't ruin it.
Hotness, horniness, horny.
Oh, people just going at it?
Yeah.
Being like, I can't wait 20 minutes to get home.
You never parked on the side of it. You never got it in a car.
My intern is here, Mo. What are you doing?
She's 20. She knows about this stuff. Come on now. We've all had a carnal car, if you will. So, but it's just amazing to me that it's every day. And that's not can be good.
They're not part of a work crew, do you think?
No. These are civilian cars. These are parked. Some of them are shut off. I mean, maybe somebody is like sleeping in their car. I don't know if anybody does that or.
Well, we're not that far from McDill. Maybe they're intelligent.
No, you're very far from McDill.
I'm just saying. We're not states away. Like I'm just saying, like maybe they're reconnaissance.
I don't know what they're doing, but it's freaky. It's weird.
So I tell you what, next
time.
I'm not go Instagram Live.
Nah, it's not. Listen,
I'll be there with you. I'll meet you there. We'll knock on the window together.
No.
Hey, what's going on?
I am curious, but I am not a Karen. Whatever you're doing, that's fine.
Well, that's not a Karen thing to do.
Yeah, it is. You pull off to the side of the road. Hey, what do you guys doing?
You said they're about 3 every day?
There are 3 in the morning. 3 in the morning.
So, Maddie, check on me about 3 tomorrow morning. I'm going to be on the Courtney Campbell knocking on the window.
You let me.
I'll give you a full report.
You let me know because I'm very vexed.
Hey, but if I get shot, just know it's been great knowing you.
Yeah, I appreciate that. Know that I'm going to mock you for getting
at
out
my
of your
funeral,
car and all of that because. It's just so odd to me.
The point that you don't want to knock on the door is what I was saying about law enforcement. Like, if there's no suspicion of a crime, why am I going to go and engage with that?
Well, I don't. But this is what I would say to you. I find a car with its lights off at 3 in the morning, parked on the other side of the road. Very suspicious.
Is it illegally parked?
I would say I don't know. I don't know what the law is about parking over there.
Yeah, I'm saying if it's legally parked.
And I'm not trying
You're
to get
talking about that little strip right there along the waterway where people jet ski and kind of hang out for the day.
I'm talking about the length of the Courtney Campbell.
Yeah. So where they have
you can pull off, you can go in, turn in, and
Saturday during the day.
It's the same thing like over here. These mangroves. You'll see cars like jammed up in the mangrove. Nobody's fishing.
They're just partying. They're hanging out.
It seems like you're doing it off in plain sight, and that's just, to me, not so smart.
Well, what if they started early and just stayed because they didn't want to drive intoxicated? Maybe they're being smart.
They're not being smart because if the cops do decide to come up to you and you're in the car and you're intoxicated, even though you're not driving, you're getting a DUI.
I don't know the rules about that. Like,
that's the rule.
If you're in the car at all?
If you're in the car, the keys are in the car.
So if you're in the trunk.
I don't know about the trunk, but yeah, you're in a DUI. Go ahead, Drew Garabo Live. Hello, Drew Garabo Live.
Hey, Mom, I'm wondering, are you curious or bi-curious?
That was a stupid call.
Patrick, I got it. We like to let those marinate. No sound. No response.
No.
We give it about 10 seconds of silence, and then we say that was a stupid call.
No, Drew would want us to jump right on that kind of stupid. I'm sorry.
No, Drew. I'll tell you exactly what Drew would have done. He would have had his cup of coffee right here. He would have given it 6-7 seconds of silence, and he'd have done this.
You're probably right. Yep.
You got to let it marinate.
Yeah, no, you're right.
You know. If you call them stupid too soon, it doesn't really impact them.
Yeah, you need to wait.
You have to let them marinate, if you will.
Yeah. We'll let Maddie call the next one stupid, so we'll wait until she's ready.
So anyway, I'm curious. Come on, low-hanging fruit. Come on.
Yeah, I get it.
You got it. Well, we all got it. Just because you get something doesn't mean it was good.
It was definitely not good.
Drew Garabo Live.
Yeah, is Mo still taking questions?
That's a question right there, sir.
Thank you. Yes.
That was a great question.
That was a great question. Cool. See, now
we didn't let that breathe.
Now
well
you
done,
got
sir.
it. Yeah, well done, sir. See, that's how you do a call,
you get
Maddie,
straight
right?
to the question.
Drew Garabo Live.
Hey, Drew, it's Joe from Clearwater.
Hey, what's up, Joe?
Hey, listen, I just wanted to mention something. I went to Columbia School of Broadcasting when I was very young, right out of high school, and I did like 18 months there. And then I tried my best for about 10 years, but I always had another job. I want to ask how hard it is for the interns now. Is it hard for them?
Well, there really aren't any interns in radio anymore. That's
right.
It's all promo.
They're paid.
No. They're non-existent. You have the host, you have the co-host. If you're lucky, you might have a call screener. If you're the morning show, you have a couple of hands on deck. But as far as every show, and when I was coming up in radio, every show you were allowed to have interns come in and hang out and get credits, this, that, whatever. That no longer exists in radio. That if the closest thing to that is you may have somebody in promotions.
That's what I was going to say. Promo John.
A kid in promotions that'll say, hey, can I come in and hang out with the show? And you utilize them as an intern. But they're garnering a check from promotions, and they are not allowed to use the time that they're on air helping you as far as their pay goes.
Well, I could say this. After 10 years, I just gave up because it was no pay. And basically, you were delivering coffee and cleaning the place up.
Yeah, well, you're not wrong about delivering coffee and cleaning the place up. But Maddie's my intern, and she gets paid. You just didn't apply with the right show.
But she's getting paid for other things, too, as well. Yeah, and that's
I didn't hear her speak up. I've heard you guys. I want to hear what she has to say.
Maddie, what do you think about being an intern on a radio show?
On a radio show, I think it's great. Like, just being here has been a great experience, and just getting to see the law firm side of it and this side of it. It's really neat.
But see, and make sure you understand it. She has no desire to do radio. She's interning to be a lawyer.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
There you go. All right. Thank you, brother. Hold on and put that on hold. That on hold.
She's going to have to put all that radio money on the side.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Go ahead. Drew Garabo Live.
Hey, Mo. Hey, Patrick. This is the Viking guy.
What's up, Viking guy?
Viking guy. It's been a minute.
Yes, sir. You guys got them conchs down there? On Fridays, they like to blow them conchs. I want y'all to give it a whirl.
No, understand something, Viking guy.
You never put your mouth on another man's conch.
Thank you. Right, what he said. Right there. I let you have that one, Patrick.
Thank you, brother.
You're welcome. God, Drew Garabo Live. Go ahead. Ooh, that's like gross.
Yes, that's disgusting.
Hey, question for Patrick.
Okay.
So, is it true, and I'm only asking because my buddy said it happened to him, if you're on probation in Florida, can a cop pull you over and search your vehicle with no probable cause?
No is the short answer. I mean, they need some kind of PC, so if they pull you, they can pull you over, but they can ask you for ID is basically, and not, granted, you're asking a wills and trust lawyer, so if you die, there's definitely a probate. But at the end of the day, yeah, they can pull you over, and they can ask for your ID, and while that's going on, if they smell marijuana, if they see a firearm, they can obviously VOP you.
But let me jump in here, because I have as much law experience in this area as Patrick.
He's not wrong. You probably got more, actually.
If they don't have probable cause, because they don't know you're on probation, if they don't have probable cause to pull you over, that stop they're gonna have issues in court.
Yeah, but they could say you were swerving, tail light.
Right.
Well, they can create some sort of reason to create the traffic stop. So that's easy.
Yeah, he said what happened to him was I guess they have plate readers now, and because he pulled up, he was on probation. They told him that when you're on probation, you basically are submitting to them searching your vehicle at any time or any piece of
you
property.
know what?
I don't know, but that doesn't sound wrong.
Yeah, it doesn't sound wrong.
No.
I can't answer that intelligently either. But yeah, I don't think that sounds wrong. I mean, because if you're on probation, technically you're still state property.
Yeah, I can answer it intelligently with an I don't know.
Yeah. So.
No, I appreciate it. It sounds ridiculous they can just do it, but I get that. I guess they can. It just sounds like they would pull you over just to search your vehicle.
What are you on probation for?
It's a friend, Patrick.
Yeah, it's a
not
friend.
him.
It's definitely not this guy.
It's not me, but I got a friend. He got pulled
Maddie,
over.
what was he on probation for, if you had to guess?
Friend's not even concerned about calling in. He is for the friend. Go ahead, caller. You're Garabo Live.
Hey, I'm sorry. Been trying to get in touch with Dizzy. Is he still around?
Dizzy rolled. Sorry.
Dizzy gone.
Yeah, Dizzy gone.
Okay, sorry about that. All right.
Hey, whoa. What you need Dizzy for? Maybe I can answer the question. I know all of Dizzy's business.
Why you
It's ridiculous they can just do it, but I get that.
Drew Garabo Live.
Hey, Mo.
Hey.
How you doing?
Doing all right.
I got a question like to ask Patrick. A serious legal question.
Go.
Oh, serious legal question. Hold on.
I
Let me put my serious hat on. All right. I'm ready. All right. Serious legal hat's on. Go ahead, buddy.
I paid a major dental claim on a credit card, and then came to find out that I overpaid the insurance company, and they gave a reimbursement back to the dentist who was supposed to give me the money back or give me the option of saving it for future use, which they didn't do. And I just found out yesterday, after almost 5 months from last year, they got the reimbursement in December. And then they're playing around saying that I have a credit. And I got pretty angry and told them it sounds more like an overpayment to me. What do you think?
Well, I mean, that really.
I think a lot of people don't know you're in the state attorney.
I'm happy to listen. I'm happy to step out a little bit, stretch my legs.
Go, stretch your legs.
I know it's not his expertise. I'm just asking as a legal
stop talking.
interviewer.
This is my time to talk.
I'm busting your balls. You go.
First of all, this really bites, and we have to look into a sort of a rare known cavity of the law here, where we sort of get to the root and the nerve of the matter.
All right, bye. Thank you, sir. He's gone.
That's all the puns I had, but thank you for hanging up.
That's all the puns I was going to listen to. Drew Garabo Live.
Hello?
Hello.
Y'all were talking about the cars parked on the side of the road.
Yes, we were, ma'am.
You ever thought someone was on night shift and they were carpooling?
No, but would you like to speak to a
Wait,
manager?
hold on. They're on night shift and they're carpooling?
Yeah.
So
they do it all the time.
So
around Florida.
Yeah, Mo. That's like I was telling you.
So you'll park your car on a bridge, the side of a bridge. Yeah. Well, how does that make sense?
Well, that's the safest place for them to park to carpool.
That's
okay. So you drive your car there, they drive their car there, and then you get into their car, leaving your car on the side of the bridge, as opposed to a parking lot or a 7-Eleven or a Publix or something like that.
Well, a lot of Publix and 7-Elevens will have your car towed.
Okay.
And I'm on the West Coast.
Right.
And you see cars all the time during the night parked in different places because there's nowhere to park to worry about their car being towed.
All right. Well, listen, I asked the question and you answered it.
Paul Malls or Virginia Slims? That's my question.
There you go.
Well, I listened to y'all. I thought it was funny. I said, well, what if they work at night? They're carpooling.
Yeah. I'm not going to tell you I think it's odd, but I understand what you're saying because, you may have certain parking places that – or lots that will tow you.
And one of my H's was technically working at night.
What?
Hooking.
Yeah, right.
That's true.
All right.
Or it could be what y'all said. I was just trying to think of a good thing.
All right, there you go.
You didn't answer my question.
Yeah. Paul Malls. Drew Garabo Live.
Hey, guys. Yeah, Mo, next time you drive it, there's signs all over the Courtney Campbell saying only parking from dawn to dusk. They're not supposed to park overnight. So if that's the case, does that give the officer the right to ticket or tow?
No, because it doesn't say dawn to dusk in which time zone. So is it Eastern Standard? I mean,
really? No, don't listen to him.
We're all over the place on this.
No, we're not. You're all over the place. A
lot of room to wiggle on that.
If it says from dusk till dawn or whatever you said, and that gives the cops probable cause.
I think so. I think
Absolutely.
Mo's right on that. Yeah, as scary as it is, I think Mo's right.
Absolutely. And again,
so what time are you going to live stream from there tomorrow, Patrick?
Listen, I love that. If I'm up at 3 a.m., which I was this morning, I'll drive down to Courtney Campbell. I'll knock on a door. That's fine.
Don't leave the people alone.
What's your Instagram? I need to follow this.
At the attorney Patrick Smith.
Leave those people alone.
No,
again,
I refuse.
I just have a curiosity. I don't want to disrupt anybody's world.
I do.
I'm not trying to get.
I'm going to get right in
trouble.
there.
You do you, Patrick.
I'm going to be like.
I just had a little bit of curiosity.
Scoot over. I want to see what's going on.
Listen. I will follow that live stream.
I bet you would.
I will tell you that. I will 100% absolutely tell you that. All right,
Maddie, record this.
Let's go to break. We have
my last words.
We have Steve Vai calling in and Dr. D in the lobby. Don't go anywhere. Drew Garabo Live.
You're listening to Drew Garabo Live on 102.5 The Bone. Tell us what you think. Head to the 102.5 The Bone app now and leave us an open mic. The Open Mic on the free 102.5 The Bone app is sponsored by 1-800-ASK-GARY. Now, a Bone traffic update from the Farah and Farah Personal Injury Attorneys Traffic Center.
In Hillsborough, activity from a vehicle fire has the on-ramp from 301 to northbound I-75 currently closed. We have a wreck clearing westbound on Hillsborough Avenue at Harney, another one westbound on Waters and Anderson. In Pinellas, the two left lanes are blocked westbound on Almerton near Starkey. This is Jim with traffic.
Imagine all that could happen in 5 years. Jobs may change, kids will grow, new memes will come out. But what if you had reliable, intelligent Wi-Fi and the price didn't change for 5 years? Thanks to the Xfinity 5-year price guarantee, you actually don't have to worry about that part of your future. You're guaranteed 5 years of Wi-Fi that boosts speeds to your devices that need them the most. All with our best equipment with no annual contracts, no fees, and no strings. So even though kids will grow up and you still won't understand 6-7, your internet will stay sharp, reliable, and most importantly, the price will stay put. 5 years, same internet price. Lock in reliable fiber-powered gig Wi-Fi for effortless streaming, plus get the Disney Hulu bundle and Peacock Premium included on us. Xfinity. Imagine that. To get started, call Xfinity.com or drop into an Xfinity store today. Restrictions apply. Peacock Premium included for 3 years. Programming subject to change in availability. Actual speeds vary. Xfinity internet is powered by fiber and connected to the premises by coaxial cable.
Are you dealing with bad feet all day? The Good Feet store wants to help you get back to living in comfort. Schedule your free fitting at goodfeet.com.
I'm back to doing what I love and more, thanks to the Good Feet store.
Don't miss out on IDC's biggest ever spring store-wide sale. 3 explosive days, April 24th, 25th, and 26th. Up to 30% off. Rings, earrings, bracelets, bands. It's the perfect time to get that designer engagement ring. Acclaimed bridal designers are here with their entire collections on sale. Special discounts on all natural and lab-grown diamonds. Getting the ring of her dreams has never been more affordable. It's April 24th through 26th. IDC's biggest event ever. Up to 30% off or 36 months zero-interest financing. International Diamond Center. Tampa, Clearwater, Lakeland, and Sarasota. See store for details.
Be the Thunder and cheer on the Bolts this postseason at Benchmark International Arena. Single game tickets for all Lightning first round playoff home games are on sale now at Ticketmaster. This Lightning postseason is presented by Advent Health.
Hey, it's Mike Calta here to tell you about my friends at Stingray Chevrolet in Plant City. During the Stingray Difference Sales event, they're making room for summer inventory with one-time pricing below market value. Plus, the Stingray Difference means you can trade up for less. They're paying top dollar while values are high. Keep the cash or use it to trade up and save even more. But don't wait. The best will sell fast. Visit StingrayChevrolet.com. Together, let's drive.
Stingray Chevrolet, relax, enjoy the difference.
Hush, little baby, yes you can. Mama's gonna buy you a prepaid plan. And with that Florida prepaid plan, Mama's gonna send you to college land. And when you're free to pursue your dreams, Mama's gonna watch your future beam.
Save for their story today. Plans start at just $29 a month. Enroll by April 30th and get $50.
Spring is here, and it's time to level up at Crown Honda. The Honda Spring event is on, and the savings are in full bloom. Ready for an upgrade? Put a spring in your step with a new Honda Civic LX, just $169 per month. Or a new Honda Accord LX, just $217 per month. Don't wait. Drive home your Honda today. Online at crownhonda.com. The better way to buy and service. Call 800-722-6439 for complete details.
Meet Naomi. She worries a lot about balance. Balancing her time between vet school and working at the vet clinic, balancing her social life when she has time for it, and of course, balancing her finances. So she banks with Mid-Florida, a local credit union who employs local Floridians, just like you, to help keep her budget on track and on balance. And those financial worries, looks like they've fallen off the scale completely. Mid-Florida, your life, your money, your credit union. Mid-Florida Credit Union, insured by NCUA.
At Brandon Honda, get 0 down, 0 security deposit, 0 first payment, 0 do it signing. Hi, I'm Sam Robbie. Get a brand new Pilot for just $329 per month. New passports are just $389 per month. Or get a new HRV for an incredible $169 per month. And for a limited time, get a $2,000 bonus voucher. Plus, get a real nationwide lifetime warranty, unlimited time, unlimited miles. Get all the facts at BrandonHonda.com.
Call 813-279-1222 for more information.
Slow drains or backups? Don't wait for a bigger mess. Hawkins Service Company is offering drain cleaning for just $79 with more than 4,000 five-star reviews across Tampa Bay. You can schedule today at HawkinsServiceCO.com. Hawkins, one call, handles it all.
At AutoNation, we make it easy for you to go. Right now, get 0% financing on your favorite new vehicles. You'll save thousands of dollars in interest alone. Plus, shop a wide selection of fuel-efficient vehicles available now at AutoNation. Hurry, drive the car you want today with 0% financing. Go to your nearest AutoNation now. Less stress, more go. Visit AutoNation.com for eligible vehicles. 0 APR for a limited term with approved credit. Cannot be combined with other offers. Expires end of month.
Baseball is back, and as always, the name of the game in baseball is to go home and be safe. Nobody protects all the pieces of your life like Italiano Insurance. Whether it's home, auto, business, boat, or life, Italiano wants to keep your family safe. You can never predict what's going to happen in a baseball game, and you can never predict what's going to happen in life. So call the trusted agents at Italiano to make sure all your bases are covered. Head to ItalianoInsurance.com today for more information.
With other language learning apps, I was just playing games. I wasn't really learning. Babbel's different.
Babbel was designed by over 200 language learning experts to be the most effective way to learn another language.
Every time I open the app, I can choose to work on my writing, speaking, or listening. And it saves my mistakes for me to review, so I'm constantly improving. Before Babbel, I thought I just wasn't good with languages. But now I'm speaking French. Tout ça, c'est grâce à Babbel.
Save up to 50% on your Babbel subscription when you sign up at Babbel.com. Babbel.com.
At Kohl's, spring style starts with the season's best shoe sale and continues with 15% off the rest of your looks. But with great outfits from Kohl's, what happens next is unexpected. Strangers ask where you shop. The breeze feels like it's blowing just for you. Your kids pose for photos willingly. Yep, great spring outfits can do that kind of thing. Find yours at Kohl's and Kohl's.com. Select styles, offers end April 26th. Some exclusions apply. See store or Kohl's.com for details.
New Metal is back. Elysian Space Dust IPA presents New Metal Mayhem. Friday, April 24th at Janice Live. Throw it back to the loudest, angriest era featuring Crawling, Got the Life, and Nookie Tributes. $10.25 tickets on sale now at JaniceLive.com or win them from theboneonline.com. New Metal Mayhem. You'll scream every word.
Being in a crash, don't let the system scare you. We make it simple. Farah and Farah.
Tampa. Now, a weather update from the Sun Toyota Weather Center.
Sun, Toyota.com.
I'm Fox 13 Chief Meteorologist Paul Delgado. All clear and mild tonight. Lows mid-60s to near 70. A sun-filled weekend, a hot one too. Both days will feature highs approaching 90.
Now, back to Real Raw Radio. Sponsored by Anajar and Levine, Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
Now, back to Drew Garabo Live.
Just breathe a little bit. You are listening to two guitar icons, two titans, Joe Satriani and Steve Vai. This is called Dancing off of their freshly minted collaboration. Let's hear a little bit more. Because it's that good. I have from the That by Satch Band. See what I did there, Steve? Nobody consulted me on whose name was going first. I'm putting the name I want first in front of the other name. The Vai Satch Band. Joe Satriani and Steve Vai. This, of course, Steve Vai. How are you, sir?
I'm doing great. How you doing, man?
I am doing fine. I got to talk to you with Drew early on before you did my Cat Named Mo Rock show. I just, when I first got into radio and these.
How long, when was that?
Oh well, I started
when you first got into radio.
I started as an intern, and that would have been, oh my God, that would have been 89.
Wow.
Yeah, absolutely. I want to say my first it wouldn't have been Yankee Rose. It wouldn't have been your time with DLR when I first
89. It was probably more like Skyscraper or Whitesnake.
Right. Yeah, absolutely. I would have to say that I said, okay, this guy's good. This guy, as did Steve, a whole lot of people besides me, to be honest with you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
The 80s were a blessed time for us.
Yeah. And this is the thing. People would have thought that you just arrived on the scene, but you were almost fully formed by that point, right?
Yeah, I was really lucky. I actually got some really great breaks very early on. I mean, when I was very into muso stuff too, high information composition and stuff like that. So I was very attracted to the music of Zappa because he was kind of doing it all. He had great guitar playing, comedy, serious composition, pop, blues, everything. And I actually got a hold of him, and I started working for him when I was 18. And I joined the band when I was 20, and I toured for 3 years with Frank. So that was like an incredible education. Imagine a 20-year-old touring with Frank Zappa. And then after that, I was with Dave Roth. Well, first a band called Whitesnake, and then with David Lee Roth after he left Van Halen. And that was fun rock star stuff.
But okay, let me ask you something, because what's the dichotomy is large. You go from an extremely experimental player and actor, like Zappa.
I know, right? It's bizarre.
Yeah, into something very not necessarily structured, but there's a formula there that you're adhering to in that. How do you go from having that looseness to that not chains but being structured?
Well, it's interesting. I happen to be one of those musicians that really had my foot in two different ponds. On one side, I was really into the progressive and actual compositional stuff, and so the Zappa gig really worked out great for me because I got to play some very difficult music, and it wasn't anything like what something like David Lee Roth would be.
Right.
I mean, with Frank, you're on a stage and you're watching every move he makes. You're not performing. You're playing the right notes. And then, but when I was a teenager in the 70s, I was really, the rock and roll energy had completely. I've been absorbed in it. Bands like Led Zeppelin, Queen, Kiss, Aerosmith, Sabbath, Deep Purple. These were, they really roused me up. So I was in all these rock bands in high school. So I had a big pull and attraction to that rock energy. So when it came time for something like Dave Roth, it was very easy for me to kind of just step from one pond to the other, so to speak.
Right. I get that. I get that. And as you were talking, and I'm listening, and I'm playing the timeline through, I can tell you exactly when I first found out about you. It was actually it was not record, it was film, and it was Crossroads where you played the devil.
Yeah.
Which correct me if I'm wrong. Timeline wise, that preceded the DLR situation, correct?
Yeah, it did. I was actually in Alcatraz when I filmed that. I was probably 24.
Right.
And I think it came out when I was like 25. And that's when I joined Dave. Yeah, I actually went with Dave to the premiere of the movie at Grumman's Chinese Theater.
Listen, he had to look at you and go, man, I got you at the right time.
Well, I get, looking back, it was a good coupling.
Absolutely. Speaking of good couplings, and we're here to talk about that. And let me get this out. I'm going to get it out again, but I want to make sure that people know why I have you on, why you're on, because you're going to be, aside from a lot of dates, you're going to be out at the Bay Care Sound in Clearwater. That's going to be Friday, April 24th, rather, 7 p.m. show. And then you're going to be in St. Augustine, still around the same area, Saturday, April 25th. You're going to be with your guitar teacher.
Yep.
How great, Joe Satriani.
Yeah, it's wild. It's such a wild story, Joe and I grew up in the same town, basically, went to the same school. He was like a generation older than me. So, and he was, even then, when I was 12 and he was like 15, he was a great guitar player, and he was like worshipped by all of us youngsters in town. And I started taking lessons with him when I was 12, and really, Joe taught me, for 3 years, my lessons were like my Bible. And we stayed in touch all through the years. We're good friends. And we started to do various projects together, contributing to other people's things. And then Joe kicked off the G3, and that gave us an opportunity to tour together and jam together. And that, was kind of on and off all the way up till just recently, or a couple of years ago, when we did a G3 reunion, and it was myself, Joe, and Eric Johnson. And it went great, but it was too short. And Joe and I wanted to continue. So we went out with the two bands. It was almost like a G2. And we thought, and then one thing led to another. We just thought, hey, why don't we get some new music? So when we're out there playing together, we could play. And that led to, hey, why don't we make a record, And so, hey, why don't we put one band together with some really great, players and go out there as one band and supporting these new songs. So the show is it's different than anything we've done before because, it starts out and we're both on the stage together and we're playing our songs that will be on the record that's coming out.
Right.
And then, Joe will leave the stage. I'll do a couple of songs. He'll come out. We'll play a song together. And then he plays. It's sort of like a tag team.
Right.
And it's working out great. And we got Kenny Aronoff on drums, Marco Mendoza on bass, and Pete Thorne on guitar. And these guys they're just ripe professionals. It's really great. It's my favorite. It's like a vacation at the end of a 45 years of
let me answer. Who hasn't Kenny drum with?
I know, right?
Yeah, no, you're lucky to be. That's so great that this is something that seems more fun than anything, and I'm sure it's a lot of things to you, and you've discussed some of them within that. But I would say that first track, it exudes fun. It's almost summertime fun. Almost. I mean, was that one of the first tracks you guys came together with?
Yeah, it's like summertime in Italy or something.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. Well, actually, when we first started talking about it, I received an email from Joe, and it had a couple of songs in it, and that was The Sea of Emotion Part 1.
Right.
Which we released. And then Sea of Emotion Part 2, which hasn't been released. And then I kind of put a foundation down for Part 3. And then we just went at it, and just were kind of back and forth with files and stuff. And we probably got very close to finishing about 17 songs and then whittled it down to, 10 or 11, I think.
Right. But that leaves you enough material, at least for the genesis of a second recording, correct?
Yeah, as a matter of fact, we were talking about that. It's the kind of thing where, Joe and I, we probably never formed a band in the earlier days or before this because we're kind of both solo artists in that we have a particular voice, we got a particular kind of music in our head we want to get out. But we kind of play in the same playground. So when we came together, it really worked. I mean, when I hear our record, I hear stuff that he probably would have never come out with on his own, and I would have never come out with in the way of playing, because we're really inspiring each other to be our craziest selves.
That's interesting that you say that because I've always believed, well, not being a musician, not being to play a lick of anything myself, I've always believed, especially with guitarists, because they're my favorite members of any band, that a lot of times a guitarist, a great guitarist, can be elevated by the company he keeps. And I'll give you a couple of examples. One of my favorite guitarists is David Gilmour, and I think David Gilmour, because I'll listen to his solo stuff. I came up with Floyd, and you listen to his the works with Roger Waters, the stuff without Roger Waters. I think that his playing, he was Gilmour, he was brilliant, but I think that his playing was elevated by the ideas of Waters to a great degree, and it made him even more iconic than he might have been before. And so I think there is that company that you keep where if you're, I'll give you another example. I love to death, R.I.P., Jeff Beck. Some of the playing that he did with Rod Stewart, Roger Waters, the Amused to Death album. That's some of his most brilliant work to me. So I could see that playing with Satriani and Satriani playing with you, how that could do that situation where you elevated each other.
Oh, yeah, I think it's inevitable. Anybody you play with, no matter what instrument you play, the moment you commune with them, so to speak, you're changing your game, you know? And I would go as far as to say, even if you're not playing with somebody, every musician that you watch has some kind of an effect on you. And that idea of playing with people that are, you know, on your level, it'll always lift you up if you have an opportunity to be you. You know, like, you know, with Joe, when Joe plays and we're on the stage together, he's Joe. You know, he's not altering anything he's doing. Nobody's telling him what to do. And as a result, I see him being him. I need to be more me. I'm like, you know, okay, where's my weird, quirky bar? And it's time to raise it, man. I'm standing next to a mountain, you know, and then I'll do something quirky and crazy, and he'll, you know, so we definitely kind of raise each other's vibration, so to speak.
Catching lightning in the bottle. My co-host for today's show, Patrick Smith, would like to ask you a question.
Hey, Steve, if you hear a bitterness in my voice, please don't take it personally. Mo likes
no
to
worries,
do this where he has heroes of mine like yourself on the show. Like he did this with Jackal. I didn't even get invited in for that one. So, first of all, honor to meet you. I've got my intern, Maddie, the intern. Maddie, say hi to Steve. Bye. So,
hey, Maddie.
Yeah, Steve is one of my heroes. Steve, you got to know what Yankee Rose means to me and what you did with the guitar in Yankee Rose. Just
you
tell
got a kick
me,
out of that, huh?
just for my own personal edification, was it as fun as I think it was to lay down the guitar riff for Yankee Rose?
Well, I got to tell you, a lot of people have a perspective of David Lee Roth, but when you're working with him, you know, and you're in that creative mode, he is funny. He is hilarious. I mean, he's brilliant. He's brilliantly funny, his wittiness, you know. And when we were doing that whole Yankee Rose thing, it was a ball of laughs.
Well, and the rumor mill is that it's about the Statue of Liberty. Is that true?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah. Confirmed. Steve, honored to talk to you. Huge fan, and I'm pretty sure Mo set me up on it.
Thank you, Pat.
You're welcome, brother. I'll hopefully see you at the concert, okay?
All right.
By the way, the Vi Satch Band will be in Orlando as well. Sunday, April 26th is Satch Vi, but I love saying it the other way. Hard Rock Live, Orlando, that's going to be an 8 p.m. show Sunday, April 26th. Saturday, April 25th, that is going to be 7 o'clock at St. Augustine Amphitheater. And April 24th, that's going to be the Baycare Sound out in Clearwater. Are you guys considering, because it seems tailor-made for the Vegas venue, or a residency or the Sphere? Is anything like that in the works?
Please say yes.
Well, at the way that we tour, Vegas is a stop right now.
Right.
You know, and oddly enough, I have a kind of a dual life going on right now, because I have the Joe tour, but I'm also with a band called Beat, which is two members of the original King Crimson, Adrian Belew and Tony Levin.
Okay,
and we play the 80s music of King Crimson. So, and Joe has a little alternate life with Sammy Hagar.
Yes.
So we've been kind of like, shoehorning tours, all the way. And Joe actually did a residency of sorts in Vegas with Sammy, and I've researched it. And it's a great gig if you work it out, because you just go there and you can stay in Vegas for a month or whatever, and you just go. You have the same venue every night, and there's accoutrements in the venue to fit your show.
Good word.
I've kind of looked at. It's usually the kind of thing where artists that can retain some kind of cachet in their later years, they'll go there, because older people. Their older fans will go to Vegas and they want to go see a show. There's, one of their youth heroes, So it's a great place for stuff like that. And I don't think we're quite ready for it yet, though.
Right.
You said a name, Sammy Hagar. I'm trying to look that up.
Stop.
Can you spell that for
me? Don't listen. Pay no attention.
R-E-D.
Right.
Let me ask a legitimate question. Why doesn't a guitarist like Adrian Belew, who and I knew of him from King Crimson, but came to know him from his stint with Bowie, with Lodger, and touring with him. Why does someone as innovative as him not have a greater name cachet in music?
Well, Adrian is a surprise in that when he does participate in a band, it does have a cachet in a sense. I mean, King Crimson was huge.
Oh, yes, certainly.
Back in the day.
Rock, progressive rock.
Yeah, and Talking Heads, and when he was with Frank and Bowie. But Adrian is such a creative. He's one of those extraordinarily creative artists whose music is. What happens is you can fall below the radio acceptability level, but still have incredible, great food for people that are hungry, that like that food. It's
right.
Yes. Yeah, it's like me. I'm really not my music. I'm not a pop artist, but for the people that appreciate it, it's there.
Yes.
And that's Adrian too. I mean, he has unbelievably. He's got all these solo records, very many.
Yes.
And when you listen to them, they're all brilliant. They all have unique elements of guitaring in them, and the lyric content and the melodies. But it hasn't eclipsed the radio dimension, so to speak.
Right. Which happens, yeah.
Yeah, it happens. It's okay. I mean, there's the diversity isn't so necessary in the world, to have such diversity in music that there's people that can listen to Al Di Meola, guitarists will listen to Al. They'll love it. They don't want anything else. They might listen to Eric Johnson. So, but they're not necessarily radio hits.
Right. No, I get it. Final question. Can you confirm or deny that Adrian Belew is much more pleasant to hang around than Joe Satriani?
Don't answer that.
Don't answer that, Steve. The streets are talking.
Trouble, huh?
The streets are talking, Steve.
Pivot, Steve.
Oh boy, they are both complete gentlemen. They're both hilarious. They're both considerate and brilliant. And I love hanging out with both of them. I'm sorry I can't stir up any drama for you.
Not Sammy Hagar.
Yeah, I'll get you on the next time around. Listen, this is a brilliant pairing, and it's way overdue. And I can hear the joy in the music. I mean, the technical proficiency. Anybody that knows the two names, that's a given. But the joy in the music and is very contemporary sounding as well.
Thank you.
Yeah, you guys.
I'm glad that comes across because there is a lot of joy. We're very appreciative of all that we're doing.
Very as well you should be. Thank you. And next interview, I want to catch you around again. You guys enjoy. You've got a lot of dates. You got a lot of dates, and again, you've got
we do.
Yeah, Orlando, Baycare Sound for us here, Clearwater, Florida, and in St. Augustine. Enjoy the weather, my friend, and thank you for stopping down and talking to us. We do appreciate that.
Thank you so much for the support, and thanks to everybody. Well done.
Thank you. Bye. All right, we'll be back. We got Dr. D. Raspino. What's that name from? C4MH.com.
You're listening to Drew Garabo live on 102.5 The Bone. Stingray Chevrolet presents Calta Cruise 20. It's the 20th anniversary. And that means we're making this cruise 20 times better than anything you've ever done before in your life. Results subject to personal interpretation. Calta Cruise 20 departs from Tampa on April 1st, 2027 for a 4-night cruise on the Royal Caribbean Jewel of the Seas, heading to Cozumel. On Calta Cruise 20, we'll have a comedy show from Mike's #1 best friend, comedian Robert Kelly, a live concert from the Mike Calta Show Band, Pitbull Toddler, and more surprises to be announced. Cabin start at only $770. You can put your deposit down now with Diane from Accent on Travel by emailing caltacruise@gmail.com. Do it now, and you'll get an early booking bonus. Book by May 15th, and you'll get a $50 onboard credit. For more information, go to theboneonline.com. Calta Cruise 20, presented by Stingray Chevrolet, Tampa Bay's big store on I-4, and 102.5 The Bone. Now, a Bone traffic update from the Farah and Farah Personal Injury Attorneys Traffic Center.
Activity from a Hillsborough vehicle fire is at the on-ramp from 301 on the northbound I-75 closed. There's a wreck clearing westbound on Hillsborough Avenue at Harney, also one westbound on Waters and Anderson. In St. Pete, an accident has been clearing westbound on 22nd Avenue North at 16th Street. This is Jim with traffic.
Rear-ended by a dump truck. A man suffered brain damage no MRI could detect. Farah and Farah used expert medical evidence to uncover the rare condition and secured $5.7 million. Let Farah cook, Tampa.
If your heating or cooling system is on the fritz, call me, Bob from Badger Bob Services. We've got over 100 technicians on the road ready to help. From toilet and dishwasher issues, tripping breakers, and even washer and dryer repair, Badger Bob's does it all. Proudly serving Tampa and the Sun Coast. Go to BadgerBobs.com and give us a call. Badger Bob's. Funny name, but we're serious about service. It's who we are. BadgerBobs.com.
License CSC 1815977, CFC 1428238, and EC 1300924.
Diamond Days at Golden Diamond Source celebrate April's birthstone. Diamonds, they take center stage, up to 20% off diamond jewelry throughout the month of April. The Golden Diamond Source can help you trade in your old broken jewelry and use it towards a new purchase. With gold prices at record highs, now is the best time. They only sell natural diamonds, and you know if it's real love, it's got to be real natural diamonds. With the Golden Diamond Source first-time buyer program, you can learn all about the 4 C's, the different shapes and styles. They are able to show you a huge selection of inventory to choose from. You can get 0% financing for up to 5 years, meaning if you finance $5,000, it works out to about $83 a month. Make sure it's a Golden Diamond Source diamond, 3800 Ulmerton Road in Clearwater, or goldendiamond.com.
It's a love you give only at Golden Diamond Source.
Last year, we had 295 trials where we'd been offered a total of $90 million on all those cases. When the dust settled, we had recovered over $1.1 billion in verdicts and mid-trial settlements. I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. We became America's largest injury firm for a reason. We won a lot, $30 billion and counting. The best part of all those wins is that it helps you when you hire us. All those wins allow us to let the insurance company know we mean business. And believe me, they know who we are. If you've been injured, Google Morgan & Morgan results. You're not bragging if it's a fact. 3 million people tried to hire us last year alone. That happened for a reason. Visit forthepeople.com and let's get started this minute. Morgan & Morgan, forthepeople.com. Injured? Dial pound law.
Offices Tampa, St. Petersburg.
Get down to Crown. Get down to Crown.
Crown Hyundai, where brand new offers just dropped. Like a 2026 Elantra SE, just $159 a month. Or a 0.99% APR. Or a 2026 Hyundai Tucson SE, just $219 per month. Or 0% APR. Each comes backed by America's best warranty. 10-year, 100,000 miles with Hyundai Owner Assurance.
Get down to Crown.
CrownHyundai.com. For full details, call 1-800-298-8368.
I want you to take a moment and think of one thing that you really wanted to do recently, but you didn't because your foot, leg, or back pain got in the way. Hi, it's Dan from the Good Feet store. Well, you're not alone. We hear it all the time. Folks fed up with living with the pain that's been keeping them from doing what they love, looking to us for a solution. That's why we're here, to help you get back out there. Good Feet arch supports from the Good Feet store are designed to alleviate, even eliminate, foot, knee, hip, and back pain. Plus, provide improved balance, more comfort, and, well, a better life. Let us show you how we can help turn your pain into possibilities with a free fitting at the Good Feet store. You'll be personally fit by an arch support specialist. And you'll walk around, see how they feel. Then you decide if they're right for you before you buy. With over 200 stores, there's likely one just a hop, skip, and a you-know-what from you. Find yours at goodfeet.com.
Stop by any of our 5 locations throughout Tampa, St. Petersburg, and Sarasota today, or visit us at goodfeet.com.
Hey, it's Mike Calta here to tell you about my friends at Stingray Chevrolet in Plant City. During the Stingray Difference Sales event, they're making room for summer inventory with one-time pricing below market value. Plus, the Stingray Difference means you can trade up for less. They're paying top dollar while values are high. Keep the cash or use it to trade up and save even more. But don't wait. The best will sell fast. Visit StingrayChevrolet.com. Together, let's drive.
Stingray Chevrolet. Relax, enjoy the difference.
Is your financial advisor managing your risk or just a spreadsheet? Hi, I'm Jeff Jr., founder of Trajan Wealth. Many financial advisors rely on target date funds, which are one-size-fits-all portfolios that don't know your name, your family, or your goals. And that passive management can leave you dangerously exposed. At Trajan, we look at the whole picture, not just the stocks everyone else buys, but the private market opportunities most advisors ignore. And as fiduciaries, we build a strategy around you, coordinating your investments, tax strategy, and estate into one cohesive plan. Your financial life deserves more than just a generic portfolio. Real planning isn't a stack of statements. It's the confidence of knowing where your income will come from for the next 30 years. Good enough isn't good enough for your family. It's time for a change. Schedule your complimentary consultation today.
Call Trajan today at 813-212-0500. That's 813-212-0500.
Advisory services through Trajan Wealth, LLC, an SEC registered investment advisor. Private equity investments require accreditation. Other services through Trajan Estate and Trajan Tax. Additional disclosures at TrajanWealth.com.
At AutoNation, we make it easy for you to go. Right now, get 0% financing on your favorite new vehicles. You'll save thousands of dollars in interest alone. Plus, shop a wide selection of fuel-efficient vehicles available now at AutoNation. Hurry, drive the car you want today with 0% financing. Go to your nearest AutoNation now. Less stress, more go. Visit AutoNation.com for eligible vehicles. 0 APR for a limited term with approved credit. Cannot be combined with other offers. Expires end of month.
Ryan Reynolds here from Mint Mobile. I don't know if you knew this, but anyone can get the same premium wireless for $15 a month plan that I've been enjoying. It's not just for celebrities. So do like I did and have one of your assistants switch you to Mint Mobile today.
Visit mintmobile.com/radio. Upfront payment of $45 for 3-month plan, equivalent to $15 per month required. Intro rate first 3 months only, then full price plan options available. Taxes and fees extra. See full terms at mintmobile.com.
Pump up the volume.
Business moves fast. Orders roll in, deadlines close in. When you ship with USPS Ground Advantage, you can keep up with confidence. Every package stays in our secure network from dock to door. And with nationwide reach, dependable tracking, and upfront affordable pricing, you get built-in peace of mind. You run the business. We run the routes. Visit USPS.com/Ground Advantage to learn more.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack. Sure, you can post your job to some job board, but then all you can do is hope the right person comes along, which is why you should try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter doesn't depend on candidates finding you. It finds them for you. Its powerful technology identifies people with the right experience and actively invites them to apply to your job. You get qualified candidates fast. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you what you're looking for. The needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. That's ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter.com/radio.
ZipRecruiter. Hurt in a slip and fall? Take back control of your life. Call Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys at 1-800-747-FREE.
This weekend's Real Raw Radio brought to you by Overhead Door of Tampa.
1025 The Bone. Real Raw Radio. WHPT, Sarasota, Tampa, St. Pete. Live from the WeatherTight Windows studio. Unique opinions, compelling conversation, and the best in afternoon entertainment. Now, the conversation continues on Drew Garabo Live.
hour to go, man. The time flies. I've got a beautiful bourbon-esque babe that I'm going to introduce you to in a minute. But first, I got Dr. DiRespino. Dr. DiRespino. We have a new spot running C4MH.
Yeah.
I'm talking about the importance of injecting the right thing into your body. If you're injecting anything into your body, I am going to pull this mic down. Let C4MH. Let me get rid of that. C4MH, which stands for Centers for Men's Health, has been around for how long?
16 years.
16 years. You are Dr.
1 million injections given.
1 million. Same.
Over a million, yeah.
One person. He was really low.
Just you, buddy. He was really low.
He was really low. 1 million.
1 million.
You have to be the longest standing, I don't want to say dispenser of, but fixer of low T in the Bay Area.
Fixer of low T.
Yeah.
Like
Testosterone
right? Good
supplement.
moniker. Yeah, we'll put that in the next.
Yeah.
We are the fixers of
low T. Yeah, you but right, definitely.
Yeah, we started it when testosterone replacement therapy was a new thing, a crazy thing. Who's doing that? Kind of.
Yeah, testosterone.
Now it's mainstream, so it was right place, right time.
And you, as C4MH, the Centers for Men's Health, you're the only one doing it the way that you do it.
Right. Yeah.
What's the difference? That's what I want to hear from you.
We
What
give
is the
the
difference?
injections at our offices. We have 18 offices, so it's very convenient. You have no appointment after the first time you're there. And
5 minutes in, 5 minutes out.
5 minutes
I've
in,
done
5
it.
minutes
Yeah.
out. Not even.
That's it.
Get your shot, go.
Yeah.
You don't have to ask the wife, oh, honey, give me a shot. They don't want to do it. You don't want them to do it. It's a pain in the butt.
You don't have to, literally a pain in the butt. You don't have to do it yourself as well.
What's happening, this all came from COVID, when these dispensing pharmacies, the compounding pharmacies got into the act because during COVID, everything was shortage, so there was a law created so that they could create drugs. They're not supposed to be making drugs that exist elsewhere.
Right.
Which is, so they're illegal doing that. And then these online places, it's kind of like, collusion. You can only go, you can't shop around for it. You got to use their pharmacy.
Right.
And the thing that makes me, in this day and age, a compounding pharmacy is not regulated by anybody.
Right.
Nobody's looking at what they're doing. You don't know what the hell they're doing.
Right.
They can literally buy Chinese testosterone powder, Indian testosterone powder, mix it up, sell it.
Right. And you understand regulation, the regulatory process. 35 years as an ER surgeon.
40.
40. Good Lord. That's a lot of cutting.
Yeah.
That's a lot of cutting.
He's your age.
So I guess they already, if it's ER, they come in all pre-cut.
I already cut, yeah.
Pre-cut.
I fixed the cut.
Yeah, there you go.
I'm a fixer.
So that's why, that's why I've been with you guys. It's got to be going on 12 years now. I keep undercutting how long I've been with you guys because that's what I do. If I've known you 25 years, I just automatically default to 10 years. Hey, how long you known me? About 10 years or whatever.
We started with the bone from day one. When the bone was first created, we were there.
Yeah.
And we bounced around with a few other hosts whose names shall remain nameless.
Right, that's fine.
Until we found the perfect host.
Right.
And then he went away, so we got you.
Dr. D, I love you forever for that one.
He flipped it right there, just like that. Okay. What are the signs that you have low testosterone?
You have lack of energy, lack of sex drive, low libido, erectile dysfunction. Can't build muscle like you could. And motivation. You have no motivation to do anything. You want to sleep on a couch.
Okay, so those are the signs. Now, this is what I wanted to tell me. Want you to tell me. What do people mistake those signs for or as? What do they misdiagnose those signs as? Or do they typically just ignore them altogether?
Well, yeah, you just figure I'm getting old. Your doctor tell you you're getting old, live with it, deal with it, but people don't want to deal with that anymore. In the olden days, in my dad's days, 55, you were a retired man, sleep on a couch, do nothing. Ain't that way anymore. 55, you're just getting into your main, kind of years of working.
Right, correct,
and
yeah.
So you want to live the best life you can if you want to live longer.
And there's a lot more life to live now as opposed to then.
I would hope so.
Yeah. Definitely. Okay, so don't misdiagnose it. As a matter of fact, I think you would say don't self-diagnose it.
Right. Again, it's a blood test. $45 gets you a blood test, 6 blood tests, $400 with a blood test, and a consultation with one of our docs or PAs.
Right.
And they'll tell you what it is. And if you want to do it, you do it. If you don't, you don't.
And if it's not.
But you know.
If it's not a low T situation, you tell them to kick rocks.
That's right. And that's part of it. I mean, that.
Get out of want your money, kick rocks.
That is what validates what we do as a medical practice. We're not just shooting out everybody that comes to the door.
Right.
We're checking you out. If you got it, we'll help you out if you want to do it.
Okay.
But again, I would suggest if you're going to one of these, online pharmacies, might be good, might not be good. And, once it's injected into you, you cannot get it out. So
correct.
You don't want to be there when, some pharmacy had Steve, you had a cold that week when he was, filling the bottles up and,
Yeah.
It's
Go to hell,
it's
Steve.
not regulated by anybody. At least what we use is pharmaceutical grade testosterone. The FDA, God bless them, whether you like them or don't like them, but they regulate stuff pretty damn close. and you're not getting away with it. You got to have sterile everything and they have 5 checklists and all that kind of stuff. So
Beautiful. I wanted the clarification on that because there's only so much I can do in a 60-second. Spot. Yeah.
May I ask a
Yes, sir.
question? So
sure.
my question is, I'm 44. So I appreciate Mo asking, what are the signs? But I love your philosophy of, hey, get checked out ahead of time before you have the issue. So what would you say to people, before they have the obvious symptoms, like you mentioned, like low energy, lack of sex drive, all that stuff? Should they just come in for sort of a baseline test?
Well, my hope is that someday that testosterone tests are part of a regular men's checkup starting at age 30, because we have guys legitimately low in testosterone in their early 30s. And these guys, when they get replaced, when they get fixed, man, the difference is amazing.
Yeah.
The turnaround is amazing on them. And, from what you say, Patrick, is absolutely right. Our demographic, when I first opened this practice 16 years ago, we figured, okay, it's going to be guys 55, 60, 50 to 65. And now the demographic is much lower. It's like 35. Yeah, you better get checked, man, because your testosterone ain't what it's supposed to be.
There you go. You hear that?
What
Get
about
checked.
if someone's overperforming? Do
Shut
you
up.
have anything-
Well, we will suck the testosterone out of you. So
Listen, I got 31 minutes of talk time. I'm going to go to break and come back, and we're going to give it all to You're going to hang with some Whistle Pig, right?
absolutely.
Look right there. You are. Give me your title, your complete title. Because I just call you Hot Babe.
Hot Babe.
Hot Bourbon Babe.
Hot Babe,
and
bourbon,
I'm sure that's not on your business card.
Should be.
Get right up on that microphone.
So it's a U.S. brand educator and Florida state manager.
Man, that's a lot.
Yeah.
I feel so smart.
Yeah,
She's educated me.
Wait till she tells you how much that bottle
I
closest
know.
to you is. All right, we'll be back. Final segment, Drew Garabo Live.
You're listening to Drew Garabo live on 102.5 The Bone. Stream Real Raw Radio live. Anytime on the free 102.5 The Bone app. Now, a Bone traffic update from the Farah and Farah Personal Injury Attorneys Traffic Center.
Activity from a Hillsborough vehicle fire is at the on-ramp from 301 on the northbound I-75 closed. There's a wreck clearing westbound on Hillsborough Avenue at Harney, also one westbound on Waters and Anderson. In St. Pete, an accident has been clearing westbound on 22nd Avenue North at 16th Street. This is Jim with traffic.
Right now at Bob's Carpet and Flooring, get 3 rooms of carpet fully installed starting at just $9.99. That's carpet, pad, and installation. They're more than just carpet. They've got laminate, hardwood, vinyl, and tile. Head on over to Bob's Carpet and Flooring, 17 Tampa area locations, or go to bobscarpetandflooring.com.
Don't miss out on IDC's biggest ever spring store-wide sale. 3 explosive days, April 24th, 25th, and 26th. Up to 30% off. Rings, earrings, bracelets, bands, thousands of engagement ring mountings on sale. Killer deals on natural and lab-grown diamonds. Top jewelry designers are here with sale prices on their entire collections. An expanded array of luxury pre-owned Rolexes. It's April 24th through 26th. IDC's biggest event ever. Up to 30% off or 36 months zero-interest financing. International Diamond Center. Tampa, Clearwater, Lakeland, and Sarasota. See store for details.
There's still plenty of time to get out to the Achieva Credit Union pre-Turkey Trot festivities in Clearwater at Baycare Ballpark. Hope to see you there. I, Drew Garabo, will be hosting the festivities. We'll have live music, tons of fun for the entire family, and you can pick up your race packet for tomorrow's turkey trot. Once again, goes on until 8 p.m. Baycare Ballpark in beautiful Clearwater, Florida with Achieva Credit Union. Go to achievacu.com to find out more about them.
This is a cat named Mo from Drew Garabo Live. Primetime, baby. I am the first Mo, but there is a second Mo, and he is the Mo that will help you if you need a personal injury attorney. It's Tampa attorney Mo DeWitt. Here he is to say one word because I've used up all the time.
Hi.
That's it. You got one word. Don't he sound sexy? 800, call Mo with an E. Injured on the go, just call Mo.
Non-attorney spokesperson, offices Tampa.
That's Mo with an E.
Crown Hyundai, where brand new offers just dropped. Like a 2026 Elantra SE, just $159 a month. Or a 0.99% APR. Or a 2026 Hyundai Tucson SE, just $219 per month. Or 0% APR. Each comes backed by America's best warranty. 10-year, 100,000 miles with Hyundai Owner Assurance. Get down to CrownHyundai.com. For full details, call 1-800-298-8368.
If you're not a member of Achieva Credit Union, what's wrong with you? What's your bank giving you right now? When you join Achieva with great rates, low fees, and personalized service, you get a Platinum Plus checking account. Platinum checking offers substantial value that can save you hundreds of dollars each month. I'm able to tell you all of this with absolute confidence because I am a member of Achieva Credit Union. Go to achievacu.com to learn more. ACHIEVACU.com. Achieva Credit Union is federally insured by the NCUA.
When you enter a place of business, you're owed a legal duty that the place of business is safe for you to shop in. I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. If you suffered an injury at a place of business, our duty is to protect you after that harm. Morgan & Morgan, for the people.com.
AutoNation Toyota Pinellas Park knows that the joy of having a car is in the going. That's why we have prices you can trust on an incredible selection of your favorite new Toyota models. Camry, Corolla, RAV4, Tacoma, Tundras, and more. Plus all your favorite pre-owned cars and trucks. We even offer exceptional service done by our expert techs. No wonder people come from St. Petersburg, Clearwater, Tampa, Largo, Seminole, and Gulfport. So go to AutoNation Toyota Pinellas Park now. Less stress, more go.
Turn up the temperature at the Gold Club, where Tampa Bay comes to play. Enjoy the hottest lineup, the boldest atmosphere, plus prime rib every Wednesday, and the hottest lunch specials daily from noon to 3. More VIP, more stages, more champagne. Visit 6222 East Adamo Drive or TampaGoldClub.com.
Mike Calta here for Shark Coast Tactical. This Saturday, April 18th, Trijicon and BNT take over the shop. We're talking elite optics, precision builds, and the real deal with reps on site. Yes, you can get hands-on, ask questions, and see what you're actually buying. If you're serious about your setup, you need to be here. Expect deals, giveaways, and a spend too much money kind of day. Trijicon and BNT Day this Saturday at Shark Coast Tactical. Often imitated, never duplicated. They're on Bee Ridge Road in Sarasota, or shop online 24/7 at sharkcoasttactical.com and tell Mike Calta say it.
Eligibility and results may vary. A beautiful, confident smile can change everything. It changes how people see you and how you see yourself. When you're proud of your smile, confidence comes naturally. At Sage Dental, we make that confidence possible. Using the latest technology, our caring team of dentists, orthodontists, and oral surgeons use minimally invasive techniques for the smile you've always wanted. Whether it's braces, clear aligners, implants, partial or full restorations, all of Sage Dental's personalized treatments are conveniently done right there in the office. With same-day and next-day appointments, call Sage now and visit our newest location in St. Petersburg. We work with most insurance plans. No insurance? No problem. Our Sage Care Plus plan can save you up to 65% on general or specialty dental care. Sage Dental, leading with innovation centered on care. Call 800-299-1100. 800-299-1100. That's 800-299-1100.
Are you looking for the best advice on home financing? Tune in every Saturday morning at 11 o'clock on 102.5 The Bone. With over 35 years in the mortgage business, the Loan Arranger is your key to smart financing.
The NBA playoffs are right around the corner, and now you can trade every game on Kalshi. You can also trade on who wins each series, the conference finals, and the championship. On Kalshi, you're trading against other people in live market. No house, no odds makers. And as the odds move, you can buy in or out anytime throughout the postseason. For a limited time, download the Kalshi app and use code ACTION to get $10 off when you trade $10. That's code ACTION. KALSHI, Kalshi. Trade on anything.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack, but not with ZipRecruiter. Its powerful technology actively finds and invites qualified candidates to apply to your job. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you the needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
ZipRecruiter. Get it all in April at Brandon Hyundai Sales Event with 102.5 The Bone. This Saturday from 12 to 2 p.m. Win Busch Gardens tickets every 30 minutes, hockey swag, concert tickets, and more. Fun prizes and great deals all happening this Saturday at Brandon Hyundai. Don't miss it.
Involved in a car accident? We understand the pressure you're under. Call Farah and Farah, Tampa.
Got a burned out light switch or broken outlet or breakers that keep flipping? Just call for a Bolt electrician online at boltelectric.com.
Now, a weather update from the Sun Toyota Weather Center.
Toyota.com. I'm Fox 13 Chief Meteorologist Paul Delgado. All clear and mild tonight. Lows mid-60s to near 70. A sun-filled weekend, a hot one too. Both days will feature highs approaching 90.
Now, back to Real Raw Radio. Sponsored by Anajar and Levine, Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
Now, back to Drew Garabo Live.
Sip on some high-class bourbon, so I had to get some chill bourbon sipping music up in this piece for our final segment, Drew Garabo Live. Just talk to Dr. D. Raspino, C4MH.com. That's where you go, by the way. And you should if you are worried or concerned that you might have low testosterone. Only people you need to go to. Patrick Smith, the attorney Patrick Smith, every Saturday from 8 until 9.
I hate you so
He'll
much.
be on. I know you do.
You know why, too. I don't have to say it.
And the beautiful Ingrid, the best, I'm going to dare I say the only rep for Whistle Pig that matters. Can I say that?
Preach.
Can I say that?
Please say that.
Yes. They need to let go of all the other reps, give you their salaries, and then set you loose.
No, we need them in the other states.
Oh, okay, fine. All right. But you're not, did you just get a promotion where you're not going to be the face of Whistle Pig anymore?
No, I cover for the U.S. brand educator. I cover education for the majority of the United States. But what you're talking about is that I'm the national president of the United States Bartenders Guild.
Oh.
It's what I do in my volunteer capacity. But this will probably be my last year as that. This is my third year.
Right.
I think I've accomplished everything that I can in that space, and it's time for me to let some other people run it.
So is Whistle Pig, they want more of your time?
More of your time. They need me more to travel and help them launch new brands and products that we have.
Won't you miss bartending?
No, I actually haven't been behind the stick as a bartender since the 90s.
What? Since the 90s?
I always joke that my idea of a craft cocktail was like a Jack and Coke.
What?
Never even made a Cosmopolitan. But they made me president really to guide them in more, like turning it into a more professional organization. And we've done that, and I'm very proud of all the stuff we've accomplished.
And you're our own Tampa girl. You're right here. You're Tampa born and raised, right?
No, God, no. I'm a New Yorker.
New Yorker to Tampa by way of
but
Tampa.
I am a Saints.
You should have said Alabama. Had really warped his universe.
No.
And you better talk to your intern about her dislike of Alabama. So, what do you have in? What's going on with Whistle Pig? Always, I like to catch people up.
Sure.
Whistle Pig, bourbon. give them Whistle Pig.
Okay.
Give them the brief story.
So Whistle Pig started in 2007, and for the longest time, we were primarily known as just a rye whiskey brand. We really broke into that market and generated new ideas about what rye whiskey can be. And most of the Americans at this point had moved over to like the vodka revolution, or bourbon had started really coming about, but pre-prohibition cocktails were primarily made with rye. So we hit a market that really needed something new. But over time, we've stayed in that innovative space. In about 2018, we secretly took the word rye out of our name and showcased that we were moving into a full platform of all different kinds of whiskey.
Well, because it was Whistle Pig Rye.
Yep.
Okay, but
so the last time I was on with you, I did showcase a couple of my ryes, but this time what I'm giving you guys are the other products that we have. So we are going to be starting with a brand new product. It is the only bottle in the state currently.
Nice.
Which is called Declaration. This is one of our limited options that is a wheat whiskey. So it's 93% wheat rounded out with some rye and barley.
Is wheat is you don't see that a lot on the shelves, or am I wrong?
There are some brands out there that have that are just wheat. Bernheim would be one of them. You also have like wheated bourbons, which are very popular.
Wheated. Wheated. I know.
And just for a clarification, the wheated bourbon just means that it's still a bourbon, 51% corn or higher, but then the second largest characteristic grain would be that wheat. So that would make it a wheated bourbon.
Gotcha.
And then the last one I have for you is our single malt. Just to give you guys an idea of the different types of whiskeys that are out there, and to clarify that like we aren't just a rye brand anymore. But I'm really excited to be able to do this because the bourbon launched last year, the single malt launched about 2 years ago, so these are all brand new to you and also to your listeners.
Yeah, let me try this wheated. Wheat. It's not wheated. It's wheat.
Yeah, so it's 93% wheat. And then we've rounded that out with 3% rye and malted barley. Whistle Pig loves to put rye in everything because at our heart, it's ride or die. What you're going to get here is that it's going to give you a little bit of a more unique toasted flavor profile.
That's the word I was looking for. Toasted. Yeah.
You have like a little bit of cedar. There's a little bit of like anisette toast if you've ever had get that concept.
I get that.
And there's honey and a little bit of toffee.
That's a very complex profile. Am I right?
Delicious. Yeah.
The body's amazing.
Mm-hmm.
The finish is so smooth.
Mm-hmm.
So smooth.
It really carries through on the tongue, and wheat in general is going to be a softer whiskey to begin with.
Right.
Which is why a lot of people like wheated bourbons, because it cuts out whatever type of bite they may get. This is also 86 proof, so it's a very drinkable proof.
Would you suggest that for someone looking to try to get into drinking bourbon?
Wheat is a very easy entry point into the whiskey family. It's not overpowering, as you can tell. It's going to really coat your tongue. This one is on the sweeter side of some of our wheats. We've had a couple of others, Gravestock. Summer Stock was a wheated rye. Those, and Camp Stock, those are all our wheats, whereas this one, because of that malted barley and the way that we've added the rye, has really lifted it. The other thing is that we created a new barrel for this. We have what we call wave staves. So inside the barrel, we have a char of staves that kind of bubble out, giving 20% more surface area.
That's cool.
So it allowed for those toasting and charring profiles to really come through, and that's where that heavy anisette flavor profile that we're getting.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
No notes.
Where'd you get your bourbon education from? Just out of curiosity.
So I was lucky to be trained by Dave Pickerel, who was our master distiller.
Dave's my boy.
He was the godfather of whiskey. He passed away, so that's pretty funny.
Oh, sorry.
You're such an idiot.
But in general, the only way to learn about whiskey is to just really drink as much whiskey as you can.
And okay, so you were always a whiskey drinker? Or did you have like a boyfriend that brought you over?
Why has it got to be about a guy?
I'm just
what a misogynist over there.
No, so I've always been a drinker. So when I was younger, I was like an Irish whiskey and Guinness drinker, like most of us, Jameson and I. From there, I moved into bourbon just because I really preferred drinking whiskey, and I wasn't a Jack Daniel's drinker.
Right.
Not that there's anything wrong with it; it's just the banana gets to me. Then
what?
It has Jack Daniel's has a little bit of a banana flavor profile.
Does it? Okay.
Yeah. And just like all Beam has a little nutty, they all have like a commonality. But so I always drank whiskey. I drank Manhattans when they became a thing and old fashions. But then ultimately when I first started trying rye whiskey, I was like, I love this. And I used to drink heavy craft beers, so I'm more on the porter and stout side.
Okay.
I was also a massive tomboy, so that could be.
Okay, maybe that.
Say you're turning 21, maybe in July, maybe on July 28th. The weeded bourbon is where you would start. Something.
I
like
would
that.
definitely do that because it's so.
Yeah.
This is called Declaration because it's the 250th anniversary of the United States.
Right.
And everybody is
Is
celebrating
it?
it.
And will be available in Tampa when? Because you stated that's the only bottle.
It should start rolling out to liquor stores and on-premise restaurants and bars starting next week.
Whistle Pig Declaration, 250 years. That's easy to remember. If you're looking to get into drinking bourbon and tasting bourbon, it's a good start. If you know someone that loves bourbon and this is a new bottle and it's the 250th
I don't know
anniversary,
anybody, so
I don't know a lot of people either. Dr. D. Rispino, I can't believe that you're.
He's being so responsible.
Yes, I know.
It's not a bourbon; it's a whiskey, by the way.
Thank you very much.
That's right. I
tried to correct you a couple times.
I'm sorry.
Listen.
Whiskey. No, correct me. Make sure you correct me. Whiskey, because we're talking whiskey, which is why we're talking Jack Daniels, because Jack Daniels is not a bourbon.
That's a war.
But it's not, right?
It is. Jack Daniels.
Jack
Technically
Daniels
follows
is
all the rules of bourbons, and then the secondary process would be the Lincoln County process. So it's technically a bourbon, yes.
Technically.
But the label says Tennessee whiskey.
Yeah, well, that's because Tennessee has its own actual rules around whiskey. There's only a few in the U.S. Both Tennessee and like Kansas City, they're legally allowed to call themselves the other one because of the secondary process. But the base of Tennessee whiskey is still a bourbon.
Look at us learning.
All right. And it would be impossible for Whistle Pig to flout the rules like Jack Daniels is and be called a bourbon, correct?
Well, I mean, we have a bourbon. To be a bourbon in America, it has to at least be 51% corn and follow the rules. But it has to be made in America. That's the difference between bourbon and
so was I misinformed all these many years when I heard that to be considered a bourbon, it had to originate from Kentucky?
Oh yeah, that's
bourbon.
But you do know that.
We've
that
heard this
rumor
rumor a ton of times.
Yeah.
It's like an ongoing joke with us.
But
no,
that's not
to be
not
bourbon,
true.
It just has to be made in the United States and follow the rules of what bourbon is made.
Okay.
It can be made anywhere. We have bourbon being made in Florida. St. Augustine Distillery would be one of the ones that rises to the top on that. You have Texas bourbon, which is like Garrison.
Stop. She didn't say Alabama. Stop.
But nice. Every state they are.
Hold on. Say Garrison one more time. Say Garrison one more time. Say the word Garrison.
No. So it's anywhere as long as it follows the rules.
Right, I got
the thing about Kentucky that I find hilarious is also Bourbon County. Bardstown is not in Bourbon County.
Right, and that's the new hot kid on the block.
Yeah,
really.
So when people say this, it's just. Sometimes it's just people filling in the blanks of what they think it should be. That my favorite story someone told me once is that all bourbon has to come from one lake in Kentucky, and I'd be like, that lake must be empty by now.
Yeah, right.
There's a lot of bourbon and whiskey in the world. Yeah.
Okay.
But we are trying a bourbon next.
Okay. All right. How is that going to be like a next year project or?
No, we have one.
When you said next, I thought okay.
Yeah,
I thought you were saying there. Okay.
And this is the advantage to having an intern who's going to drive you to your house.
Yeah. Look at it. Well, she poured very nice, responsible pours. Yeah,
whatever.
Yeah, half ounce.
So this bourbon came out last year. It is 88 proof because it is exactly 880 miles between our farm stay in Shoreham, Vermont, and our new tasting room in downtown Louisville, Kentucky.
Yeah, that's smooth.
It's going to be both toasted and charred. So we're thinking like toasted cashew, creme brulee. I love to say it's got a little bit of Publix buttercream frosting. Super light, easy to drink, neat on the rocks.
That's really good.
That's dangerous.
How long has this bottle been out?
Since January of last year.
Okay.
The lightness, the fluffiness, the buttercream, you definitely get that towards the back end of the body, into the finish. Absolutely amazing.
And when you pair this right after that wheat, you get a little bit of that nuttiness that's existing from the tar value.
Do you recommend anybody as a bourbon drinker or someone breaking into the bourbon drinking and or whiskey drinking field? Temperate. I'm not that guy, but I did start out there. When I was a beer drinker, and then I had a friend that was a whiskey drinker, or bourbon, if you will, because it was Jack Daniels, and I would Jack Daniels and Coke. That in the '80s, that was the thing. It was Jack and Coke. You know, it's a phrase. Yeah. Still Jack and Coke. Till my friend finally said, he was a little bit older than me. He says, "Why are you ruining the flavor of that? Fine whiskey." He referred to it with Coke. And I was like, well, he's probably right. And I think I had it over the rocks. And I think the first time I hated it, I think it took 3 glasses where I said, "Oh, why would I ever defile this marvelous brown juice with something sugary and fizzy?" But that's not to say you can ruin the flavor of a whiskey or a bourbon if you want to temper it with soda, right? Or what do you suggest?
So what I always say is I don't care how you drink whiskey as long as you drink whiskey.
Okay, fair enough.
If it's pleasurable for you to put cola in it or ginger ale, then go ahead and do that. And actually, one of the best parts about a good whiskey is where that cocktail revolution really comes into, because some whiskeys taste great neat, but then all of a sudden you modify it, or you add grapefruit soda, or you add bitters or something, and now all of a sudden you have a different product, and it could be more enjoyable to a person to drink their whiskey in that way. My favorite cocktail is actually a version of a French 75, but I'm using rye whiskey as the base instead of gin. But for me, I really like the fact that it's got bubbles and it's a lighter cocktail. My joke is that while everyone's drinking mimosas on Sunday, I'm drinking Whistle Pig. But it's a pleasurable drink, so it brings people into a whiskey space that they may not have thought that they could drink whiskey, or that they've had that negative experience behind it. Some cocktails, some whiskeys are actually made better by putting product into it. But I always say, like, hey, it's your dollars.
Because we expound on that. Some whiskeys are made better.
Well, so like for instance, Fever Tree tonics and stuff, they are made specifically to match the spirit that they're being used with. So if you don't want to drink a straight neat whiskey or a rocks whiskey, utilizing the tools that have been put out there to enhance the flavor profile of the whiskey while still muting some of those stronger characteristics makes it a much more pleasurable experience for people.
Mo, she said something about like an almondy finish. Do you remember what she said? Kind of almondy. At the
Nice
end?
try. So anyway.
I didn't want to do it to her.
When did I wake up yesterday?
I didn't want to do it to her.
He's trying to do a D's nuts joke on me.
That was for you, Drew. Love you, buddy.
All right. Another question that I've always been curious about, and that's neat versus rocks. I used to always do rocks, but there got to be a point where I was just consuming it way too fast. And the only thing that I could do to hit the brakes was because neat, it's sipping at that point. But I have heard that scientifically, a lot of bourbons are better if you put ice in them, because the ice opens up the flavor of the. Am I being wrong here? Especially if it's a higher proof.
Combination of things. The first one is that adding a little bit of water or ice will what says it's opens up. It allows itself to lower the proof, but also simultaneously oxidize a little quicker. Now, here's where we have the disagreement a lot of times, is people like to get the big rocks. The big rocks are actually made primarily for cocktails. The extra dilution puts all of the ingredients together, but they do look fancy. But if you talk too much, you're adding about 1 ounce to 2 ounces of water.
Oh, so you say eschew the big giant rock.
What I like to tell people to do, and this is how I teach people to drink whiskey a lot of the times, is always try the whiskey neat first. It's kind of like putting salt on your food without actually tasting it first, and all of a sudden you've oversalted it. You may like it neat, but then if you have rocks on the side, which would be like the little chipped ice that you would get in regular cocktails, just keep adding it until it gets to the proof point that you want. Because all ice and water is doing is really proofing it down to something that's more palatable for you. Okay. But then there becomes a cutoff line. When you do get below like 70 proof, it starts tasting like whiskey water, which is why you get to drink it really
Basil
fast.
Hayden.
Buddy, I've drank with you enough times. You don't need to proof down anything. You're mixing over there to get it higher.
Oh no! I'm not trying to proof down. You know how I do it. I was just wondering if I was missing something by having the flavor opened up. But if it's opening up and I'm proofing, I don't want to proof down.
Just like I said, when I'm drinking something that's higher proof or even new, I like to put at least 1 chip of ice in there to see how it tastes afterward. It does actually change the profile a little bit, so it would be worth doing. Just try it neat and then try it with 1 little chip of ice.
I do agree with that. The tasting you put on, which was fantastic, by the way. Thank you again.
Yeah.
We did put a couple drops in some of the pours, and it was a completely different pour after those drops. So the experience, although I like a higher proof, I'm a 129.
Oof.
Yeah, that's my journey.
Can you?
There was a lot of judgment in that move. Did you pick that up?
I was just saying, I was like, that's high proof stuff.
I'm with him though. I like.
That's why we drink together, brother.
But there is a point where you want that sweet spot of an 86 to a 100 proof, because you're burning your esophagus.
It's all up to personal
no, I need my esophagus. But I was going to ask.
You'll burn your esophagus more drinking too many White Claws on high noon.
Yeah. Listen, you may be right about that. Okay, let's try. I want to save some time, but this is a $1,000 bottle.
The $800 to $1,000 bottle.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the last one I brought you is what we call our Beholden. It's a 21-year single malt. So it's 100%.
21 years.
Yeah, it's 100% single malt. I used to joke before this launch of being like, we might have something old enough to drink itself. It is 100% single malt out of a distillery in Nova Scotia that is then brought to Whistle Pig, where we're finishing it in our 10-year rye barrels.
So now, is this a Scotch or are we drinking? Are we still whiskey?
It cannot be a Scotch because it is made in the Americas and not in Scotland.
It's a malt whiskey.
So a Scotch can't be made in America?
No, to be a Scotch, it must be made in Scotland.
In
to be an
Bourbon
Irish
County,
whiskey,
Kentucky.
It must be made in
What
Ireland.
about Scottsdale, Arizona? If we were
Scottsdale's not Scotchdale.
You think you're so smart.
And actually, in all fairness, we can't even call it an American whiskey and like a new USA whiskey because this is made in North America. So between us releasing this and today, they actually finalized the rules around American single malt. So the TTB has actual U.S. rules. This was made in North America and then finished in the United States. So there's a little bit of a difference when it comes to the actual marketing of it and what we can legally say. But what I love about this is that the single malt, that 100% single malt, is the base of our entire single malt line. So even the 25 and the 30 are still that same base 100% rye. What you should get on this when you guys taste it is actually high tobacco notes. You'll get that maple syrup. It's like one of the only ones that actually has a maple syrup profile. And also like a dark leather. There's
I get everything you just said, yeah.
Really, really rounding out profile of this, but it's a really good entry into the Whistle Pig single malt family. There's obviously other single malts out there, and some of them are fabulous, but in our case, we're doing it in a very Whistle Pig way, which is coming in with those higher age statements and really blowing it out. You'll enjoy this. So this one is called the Beholden, our 25-year, which is Silver Oak, Alexander Valley, Cabernet cask finished.
Where's that?
It's called the Badonkadonk.
Is it really called? Why have I not found a bottle of that?
They're around here. I can
Are
tell
they
you where to
really?
look for
All right.
them. Yeah.
Understand
Well,
something.
By the way, this is older than Maddie. I just want to point out.
Ingrid, understand something. White boys don't know where to find a badonkadonk.
Stop it.
And then our 30-year.
He ain't never going to find it.
The 30-year came out last year, and those are actually aged in Vinsanto wine casks. So an even more rare and hard to get cask that adds different flavor profile. But what's really funny, when I do tastings of them, I have to go in opposite order. I have to do 30 or 25 and 21 because it gets lighter in flavor as it goes higher.
I might have missed it because you're throwing a lot of information at me. We are not referring to this as a it's not a Scotch, but is it
single malt whiskey?
Single malt whiskey. Okay, single malt, a term, a designation typically given to Scotches.
Correct.
Yeah. Okay, so that's that. Okay,
as opposed to a blend.
Right. Wow,
and
that's
in the Whistle
fantastic.
Pig family, we've kind of branched out. So each one of our age statements means something different. Everything that we're doing has its own classification, and we love to play with things. Like, for instance, Gravestock last year, which was our wheat whiskey that came out, we were really playing around with the idea of everyone thinks that the law is that it's an American oak charred barrel, and it's not. It's actually an American oak charred container. So we created great big huge coffins and charred them and finished the whiskey.
I'm in.
Wow.
You had me at coffin.
Has there been a bottle that, because Whistle Pig will do a lot of limited edition bottles, has there been a bottle where a lot of people were like, man, why didn't you let that go? Why don't you bring that back?
Oh, like Alfa Romeo.
Like the Alfa Romeo? Let me ask you something. Out of curiosity, once all of those bottles are sold, if they couldn't bring it back, right, what the process of whatever it was that made that batch of bottles, that's gone, right? Like if they said, hey, this was real popular, let's bring that back. Technically, it wouldn't be the same thing, correct?
It's never really gone. We can pretty much replicate most of the processes that we have. But from a collectability perspective, we try not to bring anything out that would be the same to maintain the value of the whiskey for when it was released. So even under the Alfa Romeo line, the next year, for those of you that following F1 racing, you know that Alfa Romeo became Team Steak. So we actually have a different bottle out there that was made for Team Steak.
Right.
That's aged in gin and unfortunately did not come to Florida. But we like to keep the limited editions where they are.
Limited, right.
But we also keep some. So let's say at its anniversary or something, we may re-release it.
Gotcha.
Our Boss Hogs, we have a series that we call Bonafide, which is taking existing Boss Hog processes and then doing something else to make sure it's a completely unique whiskey.
There's a lot of science. And
Why didn't you have
branding
her
and
at
everything.
4, bro?
There's a lot.
We had a lot more time.
I can't. You can't do 4 hours of bourbon.
Sure we
do-
can. I've seen that show.
Yeah, not in this time slot. Let me
Not
ask
while
you
they're
this.
driving home.
Yes.
Yeah, we didn't
exactly.
drive that
Yeah,
night.
people want to. Now we're making everybody want to drink. Did anybody? I always have to ask. Did anybody lose their job over at Whistle Pig on that smokehouse?
Oh, smokestack? No. There are
Listen, Ingrid.
to this
I
day.
still have a bottle of that.
Smokestack.
I still have a bottle of that. I want my money back.
I ain't even pay for mine, and I want my money back.
my money back.
I will say this.
So, yeah,
there are definitely people that's one of their favorite whiskeys. A lot of people.
Great. What's his name?
Hear me out. When I was in North Carolina, where barbecue is a lot more prevalent and everyone's doing something,
Okay, all
that
right.
became really popular. A lot of people used it and reduced it down to make new types of barbecue.
Okay, I get that, but and I'm being half facetious because it's in the title, smoke. But man, I just didn't expect it to taste that much like. I was like, wow,
It tastes like a barbecue pork rib.
It does. But there might be some people that like you say, are into
Pack
that.
a Marlboro Red.
We try to create whiskeys. You'd be surprised at what people like. There's so
Right.
many different types of finished whiskeys out there. Some that I'm a fan of, some that I could do completely without. But either which way, that's somebody's whiskey. Like somebody like that, right?
Right, I got you.
Like Garrison Brothers.
Yes.
Well, these were all amazing, Ingrid. Thank you so much.
Yeah,
for your
yes,
generosity. And again,
yes.
your tasting first class.
Do you have any events coming up that people might
That
be
we
able
can
to
maybe get tickets to?
No, that I'm trying that we can promote.
That's exactly where you're going with it.
No, that we can promote.
Not necessarily internally in the area here.
We'll fly. It's okay.
Yeah, right.
We are working on doing some stuff with some of the big guys around here, so it'll be announced shortly. I'm not at liberty to announce it just now, but when I will, I'll send.
Okay, yeah, we don't want to get you in
VIP
trouble.
passes.
Yeah,
I'm just saying.
yeah.
I'll let you boys.
Maybe.
I'll let you boys.
But we will have some dinners. We're going to be doing some single malt dinners as well for people to try those 30 and 25 and 21 years that I was talking about.
Oh, very nice.
I'm in.
Very
and
nice.
then I'd love to say that we just got this amazing bottle at, can I say the retail location?
Sure.
So Burn Steakhouse just got this vermouth bottle finished that is absolutely to die for. So I'm looking forward to going there and trying it.
Nice. They don't let you try it yet?
Well, it just came into the state. I picked it with them at the farm, but I haven't tried it.
Just the one bottle?
So they have 78 bottles.
Calm down, Patrick.
I'm just saying, do I need to go tomorrow night, or when do I need to book my reservation?
As soon as you can. It's
Okay.
They brought in three new types. It's they also have a mezcal finished, an amatillo and amatilado, and a the vermouth and a Cab Franc, and then on top of it they have like 3 or 4 of their own blends as well.
Why don't I take you and your significant other as a
Down.
thank you for the tasting?
Sure.
Okay. Mo, you're not invited.
well,
No, come on. Come on.
I got me some Alfa Romeo.
He's like, I don't need you.
Dr. D.
Sir.
C4MH.com is the website. $45 get you a blood test with over 200
$400 worth of test.
$400.
That's
worth
the
of
whiskey
test.
getting
Yeah,
top
yeah,
right
yeah,
there.
yeah. I couldn't remember what exactly it was, but it is $400 worth of tests for $45. And then you'll go in, you'll get a consult. If you have low testosterone, you'll present to them what it is they can do, how it will help. And sometimes they may say, well, I'm not ready for this. And you go, okay, when you are, you come back to us.
And we give you a chance to experience what a perfect testosterone level is like. If you like it, keep doing it. If you don't, no problem.
Go ahead. I have one question on the heels of that, but go ahead.
Ingrid, I want to tell you a quick story. So,
Well, let me give you the testosterone question real quick. When you start taking no. When you start taking the testosterone, a month, 2 months, three months before you start seeing and feeling the change,
you start to feel it probably about the 6 weeks.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Go.
So I go every year to my cardiologist, my internist, and I go to my cardiologist a couple years ago, and he says, just keep doing what you're doing. I said, that's it. You don't have any advice for me? You're my cardiologist. He says, yeah, drink bourbon. I said, oh, wow. Is that going to help my heart? He goes, no. It'll help your soul.
Oh, I like him.
True. Honest to God. Anthony Skidmore, your guy.
Oh, listen, I believe you. And he ain't wrong. He is absolutely
he is
not
not.
wrong. Ingrid, thank you. What do you got going on this weekend?
I've got a Raise Your Glass fundraiser for head and neck cancer out in Orlando.
Look at you.
And then next week I'll be in Philadelphia for the United States Bartenders Guild regional competition and bar summit. If there is something that you guys want to do, there is a new antique store in downtown.
Talk to me.
It's part of Damn Fine Furnishings and Three Graces. It just opened, and they're going to be opening up the first weekend of May. And I promised that I would do a whiskey tasting there, so you could try Declaration, and I may have some of the other bottles opened as well.
Tell me when.
Okay, yeah. When is that going to happen?
First weekend of May.
First weekend of May. You
We're
remember
there.
that?
We're there.
You're my calendar, Patrick Smith.
We're there.
And the store, it's a vintage store. What is it?
So it is an antique showroom.
Okay.
It's on 28th and 22nd. So
Oh, we know
very
where
close
that
to
is.
Mazzaro's and,
Okay.
behind that raceway.
Okay,
Raceway.
perfect.
And we need judges for Philly. We're there. That's fine. We're
We
happy.
may
to-
need judges for our final competition in New Orleans, though. So.
We're in.
I ain't going to New Orleans. I can't go to New Orleans.
The world's largest cocktail bar.
Yeah, right.
It's the Warrants.
Three Graces, right? Correct.
Three
All
Graces
right.
and Damn Fine
All right. But you'll be on tomorrow, correct?
8 to 9 with Maddie.
8 to 9 with Maddie. What do you got? Any guests, or we just start talking to the state
I have
law?
a crazy story.
Where you've got a minute to plug it.
I'll tease it with a young lady was hurt in a major jet ski accident off my dock on Sunday while I was watching the Masters. I'm going to tell the story in full.
Oh, wow.
Yep.
Did you play hero?
I cleaned the blood off the dock, brother.
Wow.
As she was medevaced.
Man.
Yeah, I'll tell the full story tomorrow.
All right, there you go. And that's going to be at 8 o'clock right here on 102.5 The Bone. Ingrid, always so nice to see you.
Enjoy the Alfa Romeo.
Yeah,
I'm going
he
real
will,
slow on it.
Ingrid. He will definitely enjoy the Alfa Romeo.
You don't know nothing about the Alfa Romeo
No,
life.
I
You
don't.
know nothing about it, Smith. Dr. D, thanks.
You're welcome.
we need to hang. We need to get some lunch, and we need to do some things for sure. But it's always, I know it's a little bit of a haul for you, especially at the time that you have to come by. So I always appreciate when you come by. Able to come
Always
by.
fun.
And when we change up copy and we're talking about different things, I like to make sure that I know everything so that I can be as effective for you guys. Because, like I said, I guess I've been with you 12 years now. So yeah, that's pretty good.
Time flies.
Yeah, and I had a kid in my 50s, so that should tell you how good testosterone is.
Was it delicious?
You're going to see more of him. Stop, don't laugh at him. Don't laugh at him. Don't laugh at him. All right.
Don't encourage him.
Don't encourage. Have a great weekend.
You're listening to Drew Garabo live on 102.5 The Bone. We are Real Raw Radio. 102.5 The Bone. Elysian Space Dust IPA presents New Metal Mayhem. Friday night, April 24th at Janus Live, featuring Crawling, a tribute to early Linkin Park. Crawling. Got the Life, the Korn tribute. And Nookie, a Limp Bizkit tribute. Get free tickets from Elysian Space Dust. Get them at Rockhouse Live, Niagara Tap, Thirsty First, and Detroit Liquors. Head to theboneonline.com for more info on tickets and how you can get free tickets from Elysian Space Dust IPA at 102.5 The Bone. Special thanks to Clean Earth Systems. Now, a Bone traffic update from the Farah and Farah Personal Injury Attorneys Traffic Center.
Activity from a Hillsborough vehicle fire is at the on-ramp from 301 on the northbound I-75 closed. There's a wreck clearing westbound on Hillsborough Avenue at Harney, also one westbound on Waters and Anderson. In St. Pete, an accident has been clearing westbound on 22nd Avenue North at 16th Street. This is Jim with traffic.
When you're injured in a car accident and the insurance company denies your medical bills, denies to pay your lost wages, and won't repair your car, it's time to fight back. Time to call Farah and Farah at 800-500-5555. Tampa.
Hey, it's Mike Calta here to tell you about my friends at Stingray Chevrolet in Plant City. During the Stingray Difference Sales event, they're making room for summer inventory with one-time pricing below market value. Plus, the Stingray Difference means you can trade up for less. They're paying top dollar while values are high. Keep the cash or use it to trade up and save even more. But don't wait. The best will sell fast. Visit StingrayChevrolet.com. Together, let's drive.
Stingray Chevrolet. Relax, enjoy the difference. Most financial advisors only manage your money. They refer you out for taxes. They refer you out for estate planning. They refer you out when things get complicated. Did they really vet that person? Or did they meet once, exchange business cards, and call it a partnership? A referral isn't accountability. It's a handoff. When your investments, taxes, and estate plan are built separately, gaps happen, and those can cost money. At Trajan, we didn't build a referral network. We built a family office for all. Wealth, tax, estate. One team delivering coordinated planning, once reserved for the ultra-wealthy. If you want real coordination and not just introductions, call Trajan Wealth today. Call Trajan today at 813-212-0500. That's 813-212-0500.
Advisory services through Trajan Wealth, LLC, an SEC registered investment advisor. Other services through Trajan Estate and Trajan Tax. Additional disclosures at TrajanWealth.com.
At AutoNation, we make it easy for you to go. Right now, get 0% financing on your favorite new vehicles. You'll save thousands of dollars in interest alone. Plus, shop a wide selection of fuel-efficient vehicles available now at AutoNation. Hurry, drive the car you want today with 0% financing. Go to your nearest AutoNation now. Less stress, more go. Visit AutoNation.com for eligible vehicles. 0 APR for a limited term with approved credit. Cannot be combined with other offers. Expires end of month.
Last year, I had back pain radiating down my right leg. The pain was so bad I was willing to cut my leg off to stop the pain. I could barely walk and had to stoop over when I did just to take pressure off the spine. I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. In my professional career, I've represented thousands of people who've had herniated discs and issues with their neck and back, but never fully appreciated what they were going through until it was my turn. It's like trying to describe colors to a blind person who's never had sight. All I can tell you is it hurt like hell, but worse. My daily walk was gone, and that bothered me a great deal. Then I thought of all of you and how much more devastating this type of injury could be for you. My life stopped. I now feel your pain. Just know at Morgan & Morgan, we got your back. I understand. Morgan means more. Injured? Dial Pound Law.
Offices Tampa, St. Petersburg.
Man, these nights have been cold.
Heh, not that cold.
Well, you're from Mississippi, honey. We're not used to winter in Florida.
Especially at night if your power goes out.
Yeah, if that happens, call Bolt Electric.
And we're on our way.
Better yet, call us before that happens to you.
We'll give you our home electrical health and safety check so you can rest comfortably.
We're also experts in installing whole home surge protection.
Guaranteed to protect your electrical system from energy surges.
Just call Bolt.
Online at boltelectric.com.
This is David Singa of the Singa Law Group. My wife Shafia and I have been practicing law since 1997. We are a small family-owned firm in the Tampa Bay area. When someone calls our office for advice and wants to speak to a lawyer, you speak to one of us. If you or someone you know has been injured in an accident and would like to speak to me, please call me for a free consultation at 813-840-1111 or go to flacrash.com. If you call and I'm not available, leave your name and phone number and I will call you back. The Singa Law Group, main office St. Pete.
Achieva Credit Union. I've been with them for about 10 years now. I joined because they were in a convenient location. I thought, all right, I love credit unions as opposed to banks. Let's see what they're all about. Well, all these years later, my son's got 2 vehicles through them. We've talked to them about financial literacy, and I get to keep telling you that they are the greatest credit union on the planet. And you can join just by going to ACHIEV.com for Achieva.com, the best credit union on planet Earth.
Injured? Take back control of your life. Call Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys at 1-800-747